Clap it up for Angel is everybody. Straight from East
This is a dope ass studio, bro.
Yeah,
This
thanks,
is clean.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got Nipsey up there too.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Fire. I should have brought you some marathon, bro.
Oh, you're
Cure
good,
Company
bro.
grows marathon OG.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I still think about him a lot.
Yeah?
Like, it's the like the branding kind of like
Yeah.
the representation.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I don't know. He's just I do know he was just 10 toes down. You know, he
Yeah.
was
What do you, bro?
one foot forward always.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I didn't get into it until, remember our boy Hector?
Yeah.
Casales? Bro, he started working with me. At one point, this was when I just started in the weed game, and he hit me for a job, and luckily I was able to get him a job, and
Yeah.
we started like driving together, and then when we started driving together, this fool was just like, bro, let's play Nipsey Hussle. All right, cool, whatever. And it was just like, all right, cool, like this is dope. This
Yeah.
is dope.
Yeah, I feel like he was like kind of not. I don't want to say obsessed because I don't know, but I feel like he would post him a lot.
Oh, he would, yeah, bro, he
like,
would,
I was like,
yeah.
And I got it too.
No, exactly, because
it
it wasn't like anything wrong with it. It's like what Nipsey represents and represented and still does to this day is like something positive.
Yeah.
You know, like he comes from the hood and you know, whatever he banged, but it wasn't just that. It's like,
No.
bro, we got to get better as a people, you know, and like I'm teaching, I'm preaching not to belittle anybody. It's just like, let's get better. All
Yeah.
as one, and I like that, bro. I like that coming from artists because you don't get that a lot, bro. You
Yeah.
get that from-
Also with like a system too, like
Exactly, bro.
like a blueprint in a sense. Like,
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is long term ownership.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly,
It's not.
bro. Make the right moves.
Yeah.
Make the
Or-
right moves. Yeah.
Or it's kind of sometimes it's hard to transfer inspiration into
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
In a like inspiration's cool for a day.
right.
It'll hype you up
Right,
and you'll be good,
right.
but it's not gonna last, bro.
Yeah, it's you're right,
It's-
bro.
yeah,
you need
you
that
know?
consistency, that fucking motivation, bro. That hustle
Discipline.
and motivate. Yeah, exactly. That discipline to just grind every day, bro. And that it's hard in that beat up system already, bro, where you feel like you're not gonna come out of it. you
Yeah.
know, I feel like so. Hustle and motivate, bro.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Nipsey.
Interesting story, bro. First, you brought up being out here in Orange County too.
Uh-huh.
So what is this? Probably like 2013.
Yeah.
I got nothing in the bank. I'm
Uh-huh.
talking nothing in the bank, bro. Nipsey on the observatory, $5 show, $7 with service fee. $7 with the service fee, bro. and
$2 service fee, bro. Nice.
Bro, I'm like, I think I'm good. I could do this, right? I
Yeah.
could do it. Boom. No license. I'm like 20. No, so
Riding dirty.
I didn't have a license.
I like that, bro.
Until like
I
21.
rode dirty for
so-
a minute too.
Yeah, so let's keep it G. Let's keep it G. I was 20 with no license. Asked my sister, like, let me borrow the whip. She's like, all right, go. Just don't fuck it up.
Don't crash,
Like,
yeah.
don't make a mess. Please don't make
Yeah.
a mess. We can bear that was right around when we got here too. So we were both, because me and my sister Des, we moved in together. You know,
Okay.
like we.
Came out
That's
here.
how we came out here. Yeah.
Dope.
She had her room with my little nephew. I had my room. We split the rent. New apartment. Like cool.
Fire.
You know, next step of life.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Nice.
nonetheless, yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, see it posted. Fuck, Nipsey, all right. And that's how I barely got into it too. Like I've talked about it before, but Ariel,
Yeah, of
yeah,
course,
he put me on to mad new music.
Oh, yeah?
Like because he was tapped in with the game on a different
Yeah,
level, like
yeah.
hot new hip hop and shit.
Yeah.
He knew about everybody, Nipsey, Meek Mill, Currency, like
Fire.
Mac.
Yeah.
People I didn't Logic,
Yeah.
Wale,
That
like,
underground shit, yeah.
yeah, like shit was bubbling because
Yeah.
I was still Pac.
Yeah.
You know, I knew what's up with Wiz, but Wiz wasn't that big enough. I
I
kind of
feel you.
knew about
Yeah.
J. Cole,
Yeah.
and not really Kendrick yet. It wasn't
Yeah.
yet. But so I was tapped in with Nipsey already because of him. Shout out to him.
Nice.
Maybe, you
It's
know.
funny, I just started following him too on IG again, bro. Fucking homie.
guy.
He has the same
And-
last name too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought about it when I
My
brought him
cousin,
up. Like,
bro.
he for sure has
That's
to
my
know him
cousin.
because of the last name, man. So, and I see it posted, boom, $7, bro. Fuck, man, I'm hurting. I'm
Yeah.
hurting for sure. And right, let's do it. Boom, pull up. I had to park in a Carl's Jr. because I couldn't afford to pay parking,
yeah,
$20
yeah.
parking. Like, nah, like fuck it, I'm gonna have to risk it. But meanwhile, I'm like, fuck, I'm risking it,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah.
if this shit gets towed, I'm digging
That's
a
even
deep-
more, yo.
a deeper hole, bro. Like,
Yeah, fuck it.
so I was kind of worried. I get in and I'm like calling my mom, my sister, like, hey, come get the car. Like, I'll give you the keys and I'll find a way home. Like,
Yeah.
I don't, I'm kind of worried that
Yeah.
something. bad's gonna happen. Like hell, nothing happened, bro. Like nothing
Nice,
happened.
nice.
I got in there. I snuck in my weed, like just a pipe, lighter, and bud. I don't, and well, my trick. Well, yeah, nobody's a security guard, right?
Yeah,
At a
yeah,
bar, but
yeah.
my trick, you could get anything in your hands, bro.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
'cause they never.
Yeah, low key, bro.
When they really search you good,
Yeah,
they don't check your
you-
hands.
bro, I've done
if
that
they
before.
kind of search you, then they'll check your hands.
No, luckily I've gotten away with shit in my hands, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Not even trying, but also a couple times where I'm like, these fools aren't gonna check for
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
So I got it in, boom, and yeah, Nipsey Hussle, 2013, my first rap show. I had only seen like some reggae music,
Yeah.
with my brother and shit.
Nice.
My first rap show,
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle right
Yeah.
after Crenshaw.
Okay.
Yeah, it went down, bro. It went down,
Dang.
lit. Everybody was in it, bro. West Coast, a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And right at his last song, like a bunch of I might have been, I don't know what hoods they were from,
Yeah.
but they just started getting down.
No
like a
way.
big ass
What
rumble,
the
bro. Like a
fuck?
big ass rumble started popping out, like a nice, like 6 on, like a nice 3-on-3,
Yeah,
let's say, maybe
yeah.
4-on-4. It was
Dang.
just rolling. And back then too, the observatory security was infamous for
Getting
fist
involved?
fighting people, bro.
Damn.
Like they wouldn't separate and shut it
Yeah,
down.
they'll jump
Like,
in and
I've
fuck
seen
you
them
up.
knock people out, bro.
Yeah.
Like literally, like drag people, like bust it
Damn.
open.
It's a
out.
thrill for them, bro.
Yeah, it was kind of shot, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was like big Hawaiian foods.
Oh
like,
yeah,
you
bro.
know,
yeah.
just big homies,
Yeah,
bro. They're just
that's why they're
acting,
there,
like,
bro. to
laying
fuck
people
fools
out,
up,
bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that shit's just unfolding, and he's playing Hustle in the house. Can we get a little bit of that,
Damn,
Nipsey Hussle?
bro.
Hustle. So last song, and it's
Yeah.
the last song. So I popped, like all that was happening. So like a space opened up, and I popped up right to center stage, bro. Man, that's going
In the
down.
midst of chaos, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
let me just
Boom,
vibe.
found my spot because I was like,
That's right.
I was kind of in the back because I don't like fighting for a spot like in
Yeah.
the thick of the
Yeah,
crowd.
of course,
like I kind
bro.
of gotta
Yeah,
be
just let it be, yeah.
tucked away a little bit,
Yeah.
kind of be comfortable. But it happened, and boom, I got there. And yeah, first rap show at
Dang.
the observatory,
Uh-huh.
Nipsey Hussle. Man.
And what? After that, you said, I'm rolling with Nipsey?
Nah, I already knew.
That was
'cause,
just
like,
your first show,
Yeah,
your first rap
that was
show.
just my first rap. Considering how much I cared about rap, it
Yeah.
was. I'm
That's
glad it
fucking
was
cool,
him.
bro.
I'm
Yeah,
glad it was
yeah.
him.
My
Especially-
fucking, I don't have a story like that, bro. My first rap show was probably Drake.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, that's sick. It's
I
cool.
mean, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. At Trip Out, I went with my sister, and K Dot opened up for him.
Oh,
That was-
see?
yeah, it was
how
dope.
how ironic.
Exactly,
how ironic.
that was
yeah.
fucking dope. I know it was for that take care. take care-
early,
take care of 'em,
And what venue was that?
It
at?
was at the USC the Gallon Center. Yeah, it was at the
Okay.
USC. Yeah, so it was fun, bro. I had a good time.
That's not the Shrine. Is that the
No,
Shrine?
no. So the USC at the Gallon Center is where they play basketball.
Oh,
the
so-
Shrine
so
is like
right next to it?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
across
or
the street.
similar,
and
yeah.
That's where they do other stuff. That's where I went to see my first rave, actually, bro. I
Yeah,
saw
the
Steve
Shrine.
Aoki there. Yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah.
That shit was lit, bro.
Yeah, I've been
One
to
of-
the Shrine like twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
I've been a couple times too. Our old friend, I don't know if you remember Vanessa, but she invited me, bro, and that was the first time that I rolled, bro. That shit was fun, dog. It was great. Yeah, it was fucking awesome, bro. But I saw Fred again
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
Charlotte DeWitt right there at the Shrine.
hell yeah.
They were both good sets, bro.
Yeah, that's
Both
cool.
good sets,
That's
yeah.
cool as hell, bro.
I'm more on like the electronic wave. these
Yeah,
days,
yeah.
You know,
I-
I love a lot of everything, but mostly shit. I guess I've been to a lot of like sets.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
been
sets,
where
yeah.
you're kind
Yeah,
of settled
I mean,
into.
bro, last year I saw, I went to Besame Mucho.
Yeah,
Have you been? I saw Mana. I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
Spanish Rock, bro. That
Yeah,
shit was
yeah,
lit,
yeah.
bro. That
different
was,
energy, different
yeah,
energy.
different energy, bro. I needed that, honestly.
Yeah, like kind of tap back into your.
Oh yeah, bro.
Like your
Yeah,
roots
hell
a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. Exactly, bro. That shit was lit. That festival, I feel like they need to give the artists more time, bro. Because
Yeah.
it was just one day and everybody was on for like 20 minutes, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
20
that's
minutes,
no
they
good.
were rushing the artists, but
Especially when
regardless,
it's
like-
kind of something that's like pulling on your heartstrings.
yeah, bro. They had Caifanes,
Yeah.
everybody, bro. Enanitos Verdes. It's a legit show, but they just need more time.
Yeah,
They need more time, bro.
yeah. It's weird how like, no matter where we go, we always still find our way back.
Oh, yeah.
As far as musically, like
Yeah.
you'll still
I have
you'll still
to,
tap
bro.
into something that like it's
Yeah,
still-
bro. The reason
still
why,
hits.
the reason why I bought my first Coachella ticket was to see Rage Against the Machine. It was just
Oh, yeah.
before, the pandemic, and then I saw these fools were gonna headline or we're gonna be at Coachella, and I had friends that were like, "Yo, you should come, you should come." Nah, I'm good. For
Not
whatever
my scene,
reason,
no,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just, I don't know, it's crazy. It's too. I don't know. For me, it was like I'm not gonna invest in that.
It's easy to downplay it. It's
Exactly,
easy-
bro. I was
easy to
very much.
downplay.
I don't know. I be frugal in my head all the time, bro. and I saw Rage Against the Machine. I was like, fuck it, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going,
All
bro.
right. We'll figure
Yeah,
it out.
exactly,
Okay,
bro. I'm
okay
going.
then.
Like I just
Okay
bought it
then.
right then
Yeah.
and there, and then the fucking pandemic killed it. But
Ah.
regardless, like I ended up going.
Yeah.
And it
Just a year later.
it was, I think, 2 years later.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it wasn't that year. Then it was the following year, I believe, 2022. Yeah, 2022,
Yeah,
I believe.
1 year shut down and
Yeah,
then
and
back,
then the next one.
But now that it's in hindsight, I'm sure that 2 year wait kind of it must have sucked. But now looking back at it, like nah, it must have been sick as fuck when you finally got there. Like, the
yeah,
anticipation
yeah.
was
So not being
more.
able to see Reg Against,
Yeah.
them not going sucked, but like, bro, life just took a turn. I ended up going with my roommate and friends at the time, and like they became my family, bro. Essentially, um, like at home, but also like out in the party scene or
Right,
like
right.
going to shows and shit. That's
Yeah.
that's another kind of thing that we kind of connect on, is just being
Outside.
outside,
Yeah.
bro. But musically, like we're all into the same music. My roommate's a DJ, or my ex roommate's a DJ. Like I have homeboys that are DJs, and it's kind of fun, bro. It's just we see life through that paradigm. But like I got to experience Coachella with a gang of people, bro, and it was like, bro, now I see it as the mecca, bro. I literally got fucking Coachella tatted on me, bro. Like, yeah. So I tell people it's like it's an experience that we really should
Yeah.
give ourselves.
I kind of went on a whim. Like,
Yeah.
oh fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. And
This was last year when you guys went.
no, the first time was 23, I believe. So my first time was 23. We
Okay.
went, so I only went twice. Like, so I just went on a whim, and it's one of those things you don't know
Yeah.
until you're there.
Yeah, exactly,
Like,
bro.
bro,
Yeah.
literally. So because my girl's family's from out there, so
Okay, nice.
we got a smooth setup.
Yeah.
Like, we got the private parking,
Nice.
Private
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
We got the walk this
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
we
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
bro, this
You
and
don't gotta
that.
worry about the camping.
Yeah, we got somewhere to stay.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in-laws. So it kind of
Yeah.
minimizes a lot
Yeah,
of
for sure.
the
Yeah.
rough edges.
Yeah.
But when I walked in and like, oh shit, like, all right, cool, it's
Yeah.
hot, like, it's fucking hot.
Yeah.
The sun is beaming down, like, all right, cool. At least I'm kind of prepared.
Yeah.
I'm not in jeans and
Yeah.
a North Face. you
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah, bro.
I'm not that fucking silly.
Yeah.
But I walk in and is that the Saharaton?
Yeah, the Sahara to
big
the
one,
right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the dome
Yeah.
complex one.
Yeah.
And something drops, and I just felt like the water, the tears
Yeah.
well up in my eyes.
Yeah.
Like, damn, like
That's just
it was
calling
just a
you.
DJ.
Yeah.
And I'm especially not at that time. I wasn't heavy in DJs,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like, and I wasn't even in the crowd, but just something about seeing
The energy
hearing-
was pulling, huh?
Yeah, and the crowd just
Yeah.
started fucking bouncing. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, bro? And then you don't know until you're there.
Yeah, you don't, bro. You don't.
Something about the sun setting too.
The
is
sun
like-
too, bro.
Yeah.
Everything, bro. You're in the desert, bro. If you have you camped?
No.
So I recommend camping at least once,
Ex-
bro.
the
Yeah,
experience- the
That's a whole
experience.
different
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, people will go up on the hill and like
Yeah.
check the sunset.
Kind
but
of Burning Man like type of vibes.
yeah,
Not-
little different. Yeah,
not
something
fully,
like that.
not
But you're
fully,
not
but, like-
fully, because that's wild, bro. That's
yeah,
epic.
But
That's
just
epic, but-
being all together.
yeah,
for
bro.
a
Yeah,
whole-
because
a
you're
whole night.
you're literally out there, bro. You're just in the desert dealing with the elements, but you're out there for the music,
Yeah,
the music,
yeah,
and
for sure.
and honestly the vibes, bro. And it's beautiful, bro. This this past Coachella, bro, I popped acid day 0.
Yeah.
Just for Chris Lake, and I thought I was microdosing. It wasn't. It was like an old batch that my stepdad gave me, so I didn't know the dosage. I spit that with a friend, and so it was cool. Like that first hour and a half, 2 hours was solid of the set, and then it got to a point where I was like, all right, I need to step out. I need to go for a walk because
Yeah.
this is too bomb. So I just started walking around, and then I just started doing my thing, and it just turned into like this euphoric kind of, oh shit, this is just perfect. You
Yeah.
know, it was like, this is perfect. Blissful, bro. Blissful. Went onto that hill that I'm talking about, and I just was
Solo dolo.
Yeah, solo
Yeah.
dolo, bro. I was just walking, and I felt euphoric, bro. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. I felt like the grass was talking to me, bro. The set was beautiful. The lights. I saw the campsite. I was looking at the whole park, bro, from like a director's point of view, kind of just soaking it all in.
Panoramic
Like,
type
panoramic type shit. Just that's beautiful. The just the juxtaposition of the campsite, the campgrounds,
Mountain,
and the
yeah.
and the fair just there all together. I was just
Yeah,
like, man, this is,
wicked.
yeah, this is
Especially being days,
yeah, day
before
zero,
it happened.
exactly before
So
it's
you're kind of
happening.
see like, oh shit,
Yeah,
like,
bro.
damn,
So
this is about to go down.
yeah. I
Well,
was soaking it all in, and it was a good time, bro.
like
Starting day zero like that
yeah,
was
hell
it
yeah.
was fire, bro. But
Like,
who'd you see that year? Because that year was when Frank Ocean was there, right? 2023.
because we went week 2, he was already off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So
I
they
went
got
week
like
one.
Skrillex and I
Yeah,
think Fred again, and
yeah.
then
Did you see
the
the M Fortet? Yeah, it was them three.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
Fortet,
yeah.
Skrillex, and
They
Fred
got
again. Yeah,
them to
yeah.
cover for him on
I
that.
heard that
I
shit
think
was
that was the last
sick,
night.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was lit. That first time, I always saw like Peso Pluma,
Hey,
Dominic
he tore it
Fike.
up, huh?
Yeah,
Peso?
we were on mushroom gummies for that one.
Nice.
So, and he pulled on the heartstrings, bro. He started.
That he started with the mariachi, bro. I got the chills, bro.
Yeah, so I'm
I
not
got-
sure if we were there for when at that part, but
Yeah.
he started showing everybody's
Okay,
pictures,
okay.
like Chalino.
Yeah, going
and
back, yeah, that historical
Valentina
timeline, yeah.
and the
I really fuck with- yeah,
Tigres.
bro, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I didn't get on to him until like maybe months before.
Yeah,
Months before
sure.
Coachella, and then I heard some songs, heard his
Yeah,
album, and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
this was good.
Yeah,
This was good. And then hearing him live, and then seeing that, like, experiencing it, it was like, all right,
yeah.
this was not good. He's great. Like,
It was his stage presence too. Like
Yeah.
he
yeah, he knows what
kinda,
he's doing.
yeah,
He channels that energy.
he held his power together, and he was
Yeah,
he was
shouting
in
out
control,
Mexico,
in
and
control of things.
you gotta
Yeah.
love that, bro. So
Those moments are always like they're always emotional for me, just
Yeah.
because the pride, like
exactly, yeah, bro.
I something just I think of like my grandpa,
Yeah.
and like my roots
Yeah,
and the city.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
bro,
and
yeah,
the city.
yeah.
So it's always special, but
yeah.
it's something everybody should experience, bro.
I
for
agree, bro.
sure. And I like hopefully God willing, and I think it'll have like
Camp.
expand like and like Glastonbury.
Oh, those,
Like,
yeah, in the
like
UK, yeah, in the
different
UK,
levels
yeah,
of the
yeah,
world,
yeah,
bro, where it's
yeah.
gonna be fucking
there.
crazy. Yeah, not to downplay Coachella,
No, of
'cause
course, no,
especially
just
we're all in
that's-
California,
yeah,
SoCal.
Yeah,
You
yeah. Once you do
motherfuckers
that,
should
no,
try
yeah.
it
Once you do
once,
that, you meet people that are like, all right, I'm done with Coachella. I'm doing this. I'm
Yeah.
partying in the UK. I met somebody that actually just DJ'd at EDC, but he's going to festivals all over the world.
Hell
now.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you met him at Coachella.
Actually, I met him. Where'd I meet him? I met him at I was working for a trap, and just in packaging, bro, and we started chopping up. I was rocking my Coachella hoodie. He's like,
Hell
bro,
yeah.
you fuck with Coachella? You been there? I was like, yeah, bro. Yeah, actually, DJ. I got all these connections. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
chill. My bad, bro. I'm just, dope. But nah,
I'm
yeah,
just-
this was connected, bro.
I just wanted to go.
Yeah, I just went for fun,
Yeah.
I'm not the
It's-
music snob.
It's hard to it could easily be overstimulating, and I even thought about that when you said how you were on acid. Like
Oh,
that could have
yeah,
easily
bro.
took a turn for the wrong.
Yeah, bro.
Especially when you went by yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Like you could have easily fell into like a little panic, a
Oh,
little
yeah,
dark spot.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
just because everybody who's ever
Yes.
smoked weed or done drugs know that's
Yeah. Oh,
a
yeah, bro.
possibility.
Yeah, especially with those
But
psychedelics.
until you're there, bro, it's fucking crazy. And then when you actually like when it's hitting and the gummies are hitting, or
Yeah.
in your case the acid's hitting, and
Yeah.
there's this and there's that and there's all these people, and you gotta hold on to somebody too, though. Like you gotta keep somebody near.
Yeah,
just
bro.
you can,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you
Or
were
you
outside
on your own, yeah. Or you get there on your own, yeah.
But it's good, maybe for me.
Yeah.
nonetheless.
No, for sure.
Nonetheless, but
That's more better, bro. More
when
better.
when it's rolling, bro, it's incredible. It's honestly incredible, bro. And like I'll complain. I'll give complaints that you'll have to deal with. The walks back are long as fuck.
Yeah.
You inhale dirt.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
You gotta drink a gang of water. You gotta you can't drink
elements
too
to
early.
eat.
This and that.
Yeah, right.
But those moments in between, and when you're in the set with this fucking crowd,
Yeah, bro,
and the
yeah.
music's
Oh, yeah.
hitting, and it's somebody you care about, and
Yeah.
everything's fucking popping, and it's just blissful,
It's
bro. And the
blissful,
temperature
bro.
drops. It was hot during the day.
Yeah.
At night, sunset, it gets
It
fucking.
cooled
It's
down. Yeah,
71.
it cooled
It's,
down, bro. Yeah, that
it's,
year, yeah.
it's blissful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful. And something about there too, because if you were in Dodger Stadium,
Yeah, the
or-
city, bro. Yeah, it's
it's gonna be
it's still
different.
loud on the outside, bro.
Right,
It's
right,
still loud on
right,
the
right.
outside.
Yes.
And right there, I feel like you're surrounded by
Yeah,
practically nothing, bro.
it's like
Just
its
the
own
mountains.
city.
Yeah, you're
like
in
a
there,
city.
bro. in the desert. It's just the music, the lights, and the people around
Yeah.
you.
Crazy.
And whatever
That's
it is
all
that
you
you're
need.
on, that there
Music,
really is
lights,
all
and
you need, bro.
people.
I like to call it like a, it's like this, it's a spiritual dance, bro. If you you look back, the natives, bro, the Native Americans, they're
Right.
they're doing their sun dance. They're fucking
Yeah.
they're together dancing,
Ceremony.
singing, ceremonial
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, bro. So that's kind of what I like to kind of compare it to.
Right.
We're there, and
And
music has that capability,
yeah,
bro.
and definitely something we're not tapped into as much.
Exactly.
So one thought, I think music, lights, and people. That's a good ass title. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you've seen the little captions.
Yes.
So I think we could do that.
Beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
And I thought that when you were talking about the camping, because you obviously. It's easy to be like I don't want to go deal
That's
with
a different
that.
experience, bro.
I don't want to
Yeah,
deal. I don't want
yeah.
to be dirty. And
Yeah,
hell nah. Like I don't want to.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
no. But you're tapping. When you were talking about it, I thought that like you're tapping into something primitive and something primal
yeah.
that we don't get.
Yeah,
we rarely
yeah,
get it, bro.
yeah.
Same thing with outdoor camping.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that obviously Coachella will have the experience of that ceremony and
Yeah,
the people
yeah,
and the
yeah.
music and then you're there and it's like oh shit, and then also too like for the people like it's complaining is rewarded on social media.
It
It's
is, bro.
encouraged and
It
rewarded.
is, yeah.
But that's under
It's-
preparation, bro. Like
it's trendy, bro. I was in the chaos this past year, right,
Yeah.
for weekend one. I saw a video going viral of this girl posting the restrooms, the showers.
yeah,
Bro, the showers were nothing new, and like they were not a big deal. Like the first day zero was the longest line on both ends for men and women.
yeah.
But like aside from that, it was nothing new. It was, man, bro, I waited 5 minutes fucking Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I
Yeah.
showered twice a day, bro.
Hell yeah.
Women, it wasn't that bad. Like, and it's not that. Bro,
Yeah, you don't see it. You
yeah,
don't see
you
it,
see
yeah.
it. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not
Right.
that bad.
And
bro.
then there's also other shit though. You could like be super prepared. Like if I was to do something like that, I would be
Exactly.
prepared. Like the mobile showers, you got
Yes,
the wipes,
bro.
you got
Yeah.
this, you got boom,
You can
you
take
come
all that,
active.
bro. You can
come
take all
active
that.
and you're gonna become you're as comfortable as you want to be.
Exactly. You take all that, or you spend the bread so you can go in your VIP shower and
There you go.
and
There you go. Yeah.
you do all that. But like, regardless, like it's still an experience worth experiencing, and you're tapping in, like I said, like you said, that primitive side, and it really is dope when you experience that with a group of friends. Like I have, and I'm blessed to have
Right.
that group and just that amount of people, bro. It's something else.
Yeah,
It's
for
something
sure.
else, bro. It
Yeah.
really is something.
I bet
else.
it, and also because they're like it's hard to get that many people.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
like your close friends.
Yeah,
it's hard
yeah.
to get that many
That are down
people
for that cause.
somewhere and that are willing to put in that effort and
Yeah.
and this and work and kids and that. But
Yeah.
but man, if you can really make an effort and not be lazy about things a little
Yeah.
bit to
Yeah, bro.
enjoy an experience like that,
Yeah.
it's really something.
It
It's
really is,
something.
bro. It really is. Now seeing those Sublime last year was lit.
Yeah.
Sublime. I saw. Did you see Gwen Stefani and No Doubt?
I was.
Oh, this was last year. No, you guys.
Yeah,
went
yeah,
last year?
yeah.
this
No, I was in the
you guys
back watching boxing on mushrooms, bro.
What?
I was all
Thug
but-
life, bro.
and I had it, but I had did it the year before too. Like it
Uh-huh.
was both two Ryan Garcia fights.
Oh,
like one,
did
it
you-
was
did
like
you bet on Ryan or what?
Nah. I was just I was just tapped in. I
Fuck
was just
it.
tapped in. Like it
Fucking
was
Ryan, bro.
yeah.
Fucking
I could
Ryan.
easily
Yeah,
regret
yeah,
it,
yeah,
but
yeah,
at that
yeah,
moment
yeah.
it was
Fuck
it was
it.
an experience. It
Yeah,
was an
honestly,
experience.
bro, I've been rooting for Ryan too. Raza. I always
Yeah. Right.
root for Raza.
Yeah, but
whip some
no,
ass.
it was happening. It was happening for sure. Yeah, Tyler was super cool. Damn, how did we
didn't
not
see Tyler there. I
How did
fucked
we
up.
not see Jungle? That's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy that like you look back at the lineups and you're like, bro, like the homie put me on to Jungle.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could have saw them. Like that Casio was crazy.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
nonetheless.
have you partied
bro.
in the Yuma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the enclosed one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the tent, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Right by the main stage.
Yeah. After the fight, I went in there and
There
I,
you
like,
go.
I like refilled our camel pack.
Yeah.
And, like, boom, and I think I even chugged the water too. Like I just
Fire.
ripped it.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Boom, let me get more.
Let
me get more.
hydrate before I get in the
yeah,
Yuma.
yeah. Then I
This is
went in
gonna
there.
fucking take my soul away. That's the black hole, bro. It's the black hole.
Yeah.
We had. Well, I mean, it's just. That's where you go for the sick
Yeah,
ass
yeah,
DJ
yeah.
sets or the vibes, bro. You're gonna get swallowed.
Kind of get trapped in there.
You get trapped in, bro. The music's loud. You got the AC kicking,
Mhm.
and you're vibing, bro.
Yeah, you could kind of go in there. All right, let me just get some AC, but nah,
That
you
too,
get
yeah. I usually go in for the DJs, bro.
Yeah.
This year I messed up by not seeing Baltron. That was one of the best sets, but I got lucky, bro. Friday night was Vintage Culture, and it was his first. We had a rookie with us. It was his first year.
Yeah.
God bless him, bro. Alex is a fucking G. He's a legend. He did a
Yeah.
legendary fucking move at the campsite, but I'll get to that in a bit.
Legend
but
of the city.
legend of the campsite, bro.
Yeah,
Legend of the
yeah.
campsite. But we fucking partied Friday night to
Yeah.
Vince's Culture. We stayed like to the whole set, and homeboy didn't want to leave. I asked him, bro, you want to go? You want to stay? He's like, I want to stay here all night, bro. I said,
Yeah.
all right, that's my boy.
Yeah.
So we
It-
stayed.
It's also interesting how you kind of gotta tap in instinctually
Oh,
at a festival,
Yeah.
like, cause unless all right, there's these people I want to see,
Yeah.
and I gotta see them,
Yeah,
no matter
right,
what. But
right,
then
right, right.
there's like it's kind of a instinct play,
feeling-
like,
yeah, you're feeling the
especially
moment.
once if you're on any type of wave,
Yeah.
then you gotta kind of start playing it instinctually.
Yeah,
like, boom,
right.
like we found out about, I don't know if you know Neil Francis. They're kind of like they're like a little bit of electronic, but a little
Yeah,
bit of
sounds familiar,
like
yeah.
alternative
Uh-huh.
too. And we're just walking by and like, oh, that sounds fire. Like, fuck it, let's go look. And we look and like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But then like I think we only saw him for like 2 or 3 songs, but
Okay.
one of them was their main song, bro. So this was started climbing shit, and it was hitting, bro.
Holy shit.
It was hitting hard. That track.
Yeah.
So like, and was first time we ever hear the
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
We're on mushrooms and shit, so it's really
Nice.
like, oh shit, like this guy's a killer, bro.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, like, because you gotta really like play your
Yeah, yeah,
instincts.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
now, all
Right.
right, now I'm ready for a break. All right,
Right.
now I'm ready to go
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Hey,
for
your
sure.
homie said, nah, I'm
I
I'm
wanna stay
here
all night.
That's
Yeah, I
it.
said that's my boy.
This is my space.
That's
Don't
my
nobody
boy,
come
bro.
in my
We're not
space.
leaving.
bro.
I said, all right, bro. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you because I wanted to stay, bro. I just, I wanted to see what he wanted to do, and it was perfect, bro. He stayed,
Yeah.
and it was. And Vince's Culture had a sick ass set too, bro. He's groovy.
Interesting to be able to give people those experiences too, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's something that you'll never forget. They'll never forget. You'll never
Yeah,
forget.
exactly, bro.
Like, oh, nah, I got you.
Yeah, no,
You know,
exactly,
we're
bro.
We're gonna
exactly.
take care of you.
That's
we're
another
good.
thing too. When you're rolling with a lot of people, bro, you kind of just take care of each other.
Right.
You take care of each other, bro. Everybody's got each other's
Yeah.
back.
Team
Yeah,
vibes,
yeah, really,
team,
really,
yeah.
bro.
One guy
Everybody's-
goes down a little bit, like, all right,
Yeah, bro.
now you gotta step up. Let's back him
Yeah,
up.
bro. I had my
He
moment.
he gets his his wits about him. Like, all right,
Yeah,
cool,
bro. Look, legendary. I'll give him a shout out, bro. Was Saturday morning, bro. I believe. Yeah, Saturday morning. He basically busted a mission. He left campsite and he came back with some some party favors, bro.
with the pack.
Yeah, with the little pack. Yeah,
With the
outside,
pack,
bro.
yeah.
That the homies had killed that night, and he came back and he made it happen for the squad. This dude's fucking 21, 22.
Yeah.
Nobody expected it, bro. My boy R. Kelly, he had this gold medal for being legendary,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
It
the
was
whole
just-
the
yeah,
whole
I
crew
know.
was like, "Hey, bro,
Yeah.
give that to
Yeah,
Alex.
it's time, it's time.
Yeah. You gotta pass the torch."
Hell yeah.
And
I like
bro.
that. I like that.
And it was
Like,
beautiful.
Boom.
Yeah, and
Who got it? Who got it right now?
And then Sunday night, bro, it was our last night. Homeboy Alex, a youngin, he was basically the weekend caught up to him.
Yeah.
He was having a moment, and we all kind of just, we were looking out after him, and we were making sure that,
He was all right.
yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
need the medic, so it was good, bro. Thank goodness.
and-
Thank goodness, bro. But we had a time, bro. And that's why I say, bro, camping, I recommend, bro. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
I might have to now.
You guys must, bro. Tap in with me. I might camp next year. Might not. We have somebody they got a spot out there.
Yeah.
My mom owns a spot. Airbnb's kind of like, it sounds good.
Yeah, especially if you've done it like
Exactly,
2 years in a row
exactly.
and such.
Exactly. But we are going to have like still a group of friends that are going to still camp.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's good to have base there.
It's an adventure, bro.
It
Yeah,
really
that's
is,
a
bro.
good play.
Yeah.
You could bounce back and
you have base, bro.
play and
Yeah.
play it
You have
smoothly.
base.
Also, like just being, I think being older and being like more mature about
Yeah.
things and kind of being prepared
Yeah.
and not, you don't want to. I can't afford to go anywhere like with my ass hanging out.
Of course,
bro. Like,
bro. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be under
Yeah,
prepared
no,
and like,
bro.
yeah,
exactly.
you gotta go loaded.
Yeah.
You know, everything, bro. And you also taking care of yourself too,
Yeah,
like, cause
exactly.
all the, like, you could. It's not too hard to take care of yourself too. Like water. Make
All
sure
that. You
you
stay
eat.
hydrated. Yeah,
Get
eat
some more
exactly.
water. Like
Yeah, bro. I
if you
go for runs out there. Like,
hell
I
yeah,
go
there you
for
go.
runs out
That
there.
sounds
Yeah.
like you. That
It
sounds
sounds
like
like
you,
me, bro.
motherfucker.
Yeah, it sounds like me. There was a 5K Saturday morning. I missed it because Friday night I partied a little too long, but
Yeah,
I still did my own 5K,
there
bro.
you go. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to run with the squad. You do it on my own, bro.
I'll party with the squad.
Yeah, I'm party with the squad too,
Oh
and I'll
yeah,
run my own
we're gonna
5K.
vibe
Fuck
with the
it.
squad.
Yeah, exactly, bro. But yeah, you definitely got to take care of yourself, and I mean, that comes with wisdom, bro. It
Yeah,
comes with
for
wisdom, and
sure.
you run with the right people, and so we all
Yeah,
take care of each other.
it's weird that something, it could, like I said, you could easily downplay it, like, dude, you're just going to fucking party and be a
Yeah,
dumbass. But it's really like a bonding
yeah,
experience, and
yeah,
like learning how much you can trust your
yeah,
friends,
exactly. Yeah,
and
yeah,
putting yourself through things like, all right, like,
yeah,
oh shit, that day I was underprepared. This day I'm not,
yeah,
or I was not underprepared any
yeah.
days, and it was every
It was on.
day
It was
hit.
on. Yeah, it
Every
was
day
on. Yeah,
hit. It was worth all my money, and it was
yeah,
fucking awesome.
exactly. It was on.
It's cool that something like that is able to give you like life experiences like that,
Yeah, bro.
and I would say like wisdom. Like
Wisdom, bro.
honestly,
Wisdom. Yeah, whatever it is you're on, like you said, the waves you're on, you gain wisdom, you gain experience. Honestly, bro, I think certain mushrooms, right? You're opening up a portal, bro. You're going deeper into that realm of
of yourself.
yourself
Yeah.
exactly, and your environment, bro, and your environment, and you get to know it a little more, a little deeper. And so with that, I think definitely comes wisdom on top of the music and the
Yeah.
experience and the people. You have to learn something about yourself when you're doing things like that. So if you don't, then why are you doing it?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And it's also interesting that you do kind of get that too. Like you can you can have almost like a moment separate from everything going on
oh
around
yeah,
you,
bro.
and
Yeah.
you're like, no, like this, all right,
Yeah,
like
dude.
damn, like
Yeah.
I need to do this, like,
Yeah.
in my life.
Yeah.
Like, like I remember having like one of those moments, bro, like
Yeah.
being in, I think Peso was on, bro, and I had like nah, like I'm ready to do this, like I'm
Yeah.
ready to take this leap and be like, I've been scared of it, and I'm like, nah, I'm ready,
Yeah.
I'm ready, and it's like, it's like I said, bro, it's easy to like, especially from people, like that's all the people that know you've never done it. You never, if you
Yeah.
don't know, like it's
Yeah.
cliche, but like, nah, if you've never done it, like,
Yeah.
you kind of don't
Yeah, you don't know
bro.
exactly. You
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah. You gotta
like
experience it.
especially like the pain and suffering of life,
Yes.
that
Yeah,
you
bro.
kind of, and being willing to deal with that,
Yeah.
and then being willing to make like adult type decisions.
Oh yeah, bro.
Like
Yeah.
that. Psychedelics just kind of clear shit.
Bro.
They just
Changed my
yeah.
life, honestly, bro.
Right.
I'm being honest, bro. I give it all the credit for I guess clearing that, bro. What you said, it really cleared it. My past trauma when I was a kid, my
Yeah.
mom's, bro, everything. It like opened up it just snapped that old oppressed me, bro, cuz
Yeah.
I was a really oppressed person in high school, bro. I didn't say a lot. I really didn't talk a lot, bro. I didn't express myself. I hit a lot, you know?
Right. Which
And then
is interesting because I wouldn't see you that way at all,
bro,
bro.
I didn't know how to express myself.
Right.
You know, it was more of just like I don't know. I think I was hiding a lot. You know,
Yeah.
I was really masking it with sports. You know, friends.
Yeah.
Sports really was my getaway, and I didn't know it. You know, I didn't know it until that time when I wasn't playing any sports, bro.
Yeah.
I had that
yeah.
identity
Right.
crisis.
Right.
You know,
right.
I had that.
Which can be easy, bro. It
Yeah,
can be
no,
easy.
it wasn't. And shrooms, bro, really just smacked me, bro, and it changed my life. I literally had like this epiphany. Woke up. I think that night, bro, that I went to sleep, like that night that I had the shrooms for the first time.
Yeah.
I like woke up like exhaling that old me, bro. It came out, and I was like, holy shit, I felt different, bro, and I
Yeah.
knew I was different.
Right.
So
Right.
I became somebody else, bro.
Yeah.
And like I'm forever indebted to it, forever grateful. When I talk to people about it, I kind of coach them on it, or
Yeah.
like you want to do it cautiously, but always with the right intention.
Yeah.
Always with the right intention, because it's. I think in my opinion, it's medicinal, and it's something that we all should kind of do or try at least once. Um, in the right setting, etc.
at the
But
right time.
the right time,
At the right time, too.
exactly at the right time. Yeah, it works wonders, bro.
What
It really does.
was that your first time doing mushrooms?
Yeah,
When
at
like
that
that
time,
big experience happened?
yeah, bro, yeah. So
How old would you say you were?
I was, it was between 18, 19. Um, yeah, it was after, I think I was finishing up or I had finished, yeah, high school, bro, and I was in a like bad place with my mom, bro.
Yeah.
I love my mom, but I was in a bad place just because of what had transpired in high school.
Right.
And also I was holding a lot of rage, bro, from my upbringing that I didn't talk about, bro. And then, just living a life without your pops. My
Yeah.
pops, he died at a young age. All that shit was just built up, bro. And I hate shrooms, bro, but my buddy was like, "Try this." But I was I was only down at that time because I had read a Steve Jobs biography, and in it he gave like his creative credit to psychedelics, to
Right.
acid, to all of that, bro. I had learned a little bit about it, and when I saw it, I was like, "All right, this is interesting." Like,
Yeah.
there's
If
something
he,
to it.
yeah,
Yeah,
if
there's
he
something
did
to
it,
it. Yeah, there's something to it, and so that was like, all right, because I was kind of straight edge, bro.
Yeah.
Up until like late high school, I started smoking weed, but everything else was like, nah, I'm good.
yeah,
I'm good.
yeah,
I'm
for
good.
sure.
Yeah, that was my first time, and like I said, it showed honestly, bro. I had repressed memories of my pops, or I think my brain kind of just put them aside, and I saw vivid memories of my pops,
Yeah.
of my mom at a very young age, bro.
In real time.
In real time, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't me hallucinating right here, what's going on. I was just in here
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
it. Right? I was boom and
Can you paint the like where were you and
yeah, honestly, yeah, bro. That at that point in time,
like physically though, like
physically,
you were
yeah,
like at the
yeah.
homie's pad or at your
Yo,
pad.
trip out, yeah, bro. At that point in time, because how it, my like when I first started like feeling the trip, I had walked out of my homeboy's shed in Pico, and it was kind of cool. I felt like I was on a cliff.
Yeah.
I was high up. Oh shit, I kind of scared.
Yeah.
Whoa, I gotta watch my step. Went to go get pizza. I was having fun, kind of feeling loopy. I drove to. They got the pizza, whatever we ate. I think I dropped off the homie back, and then we ended up at my boy Sergio's house. Remember Junior?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we ended up there. I was with some friends. We were smoking at the end of the block, and it was at that point where I kind of just fell into my own trip.
Yeah, yeah. Where it
They were
just
passing
hit.
the joint, yeah, and I was seeing everything, and I was like, holy shit. I was leaning on a friend. I think it was Sammy Joe. I was leaning on a friend, and that's when I was just like, holy shit, like this is hitting me, and
Yeah, it's
and
about to go down.
yeah, or yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but I was seeing, like I said, those repressed memories.
Right.
I was seeing a different time. I basically time traveled, and then that finished. I went home and I knocked out, I guess, or I tried to sleep, and when I like woke up, that's when I like I said, I took that gasp of air
Yeah.
and just let it out, and was a different person. And after that, I was, like I said, I wasn't that repressed, oppressed person. I knew how to express myself suddenly and started doing so more.
Yeah.
Became more talkative, believe it or not.
It's
Started talking more shit. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah,
started being more negative.
yeah, being more negative.
Started
Nah.
hating the world more.
Nah,
Like, nah, I'm fucking.
I know. I honestly, bro, I reached out to my mom's and like we kind of just had a conversation.
Broke it down, yeah.
Yeah,
broke it
like
down,
yeah,
right?
we had a conversation, and after that, I was like, all right, cool. Like,
Yeah, that's
I'm
beautiful.
sorry.
That's
Like,
beautiful,
I
man.
understand you, and I'm sorry, essentially. But yeah, ever since then, I kind of use it.
Yeah.
It's a tool for me. Like, I'll try to have some maybe like once or twice a year.
Ever.
I like to microdose.
Yes,
I
sir.
like to microdose,
Yeah.
but as far as like tripping, that's kind of like once or twice a year.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's undeniably effective.
Yeah.
Especially when it happens at the right time and when you go into it with that you didn't go into it with that need, but if you go
But it
into
was
it with
that-
that need, like, all right,
yeah.
I kind of gotta
Yeah.
deal with some bullshit.
I
you know?
definitely needed it though.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't go in with it, but
but not intentionally. You know,
boom,
you didn't
yeah.
know, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's undeniably like effective, bro. And it's weird to know that sometimes you just need to know it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Yeah.
sometimes there's like, bro,
Sometimes we don't have that belief, bro.
yeah,
you
like,
know?
bro, like, and it's also like we're so conditioned to believe in the American dream,
Mhm.
which is the all success and
Mhm.
everything,
Material.
and yeah, and which there's it's a good thing.
Yes.
It's a good thing to be
Yes.
competent and to be good and to be
Yes.
successful
Yes.
and to leave money for your kids and
Yes.
leave and to not repeat past traumas and stuff.
Yes. Yes.
But I think we can't be successful without dealing with our
Exactly.
issues first, especially how we grew up, you
Yeah.
know, like that with those type of issues. And you something's gonna break, bro. Something's gonna break. You're
Exactly.
not gonna, because it's hard. It's really difficult to be successful. It's really difficult to chase something and be
Mhm.
disciplined. And
Oh yeah, bro.
and you know, and like it's gonna open up, bro. It's
Mhm.
really gonna hit, and you're gonna you're gonna get into these dark places, bro, because
Yeah.
you haven't dealt with these other
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
and let alone you don't even have you don't even have the tools to deal with the shit from the past,
Yeah, yeah,
let
yeah.
alone with
And
all
then
the weight of dealing with right now and trying to be a successful
yeah,
adult.
whatever
You know?
it is, and then you're seeing it all just hit you,
Right.
you know, when you're tripping and I tell people, I tell you, it's gonna take you where you need to go, you know, whether you know it or not, it's gonna take you where
Yeah.
you need to go, and it does it.
Weird, bro. Weird,
Yeah.
weird, crazy. It's a trip, bro.
It's gonna
It's a
take you where
trip.
you need to go.
It's like a whole different level of like just your senses.
Yeah,
Your
bro.
senses are just
Yeah.
like completely elevated. Because
Super heightened.
I've done them fucking around.
Yeah.
Drinking with homies, freestyling,
Yeah.
playing beats. Well, everybody's laughing, tripping, this and that. And that's, it has to be therapeutic too. It
Oh
has to
yeah.
be.
Oh yeah.
Laughing that much, having that shock of like that awe and that actual
Yeah,
holy
that's
shit, like
sensory overload.
life, like
Yeah.
damn, life is like oh shit, that has to be therapeutic.
For sure.
It could do that, but then you could, when you really internalize it and you go by yourself, like it's a whole different
yeah.
thing, bro. Like where you're really
It's a journey, bro.
dealing with some
Yeah,
fucked up
it's a
shit, bro.
journey. It's a journey. I've gone on like scary trips, bro. I tripped out at horror nights, Halloween horror nights, bro. I think that was my second time.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm down. And I ended up in the hospital, but it started off awesome, amazing. I blacked out because when I trip out, and this is why I kind of like take it easy. I am in here, but I'm not out here. So whatever's
Right.
happening in here, it's not translating here. You know,
Yeah.
I'm somewhere else. So God bless you if you're around me. Like I'm not scaring you, but I'm just, you know. My friends had a video of me kind of just tripping out on the bushes. I was like walking slowly up to them, just kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
enjoying them, you know. But it was scary because of the mazes. I got into a maze and I was like, holy shit, this is scary. But I just remember towards the end, a friend of mine scooped me up and it was the trip going from intensely chaotic to like, hey, this is you, we're learning something here.
Yeah.
And I was Dumbledore. Did you read Harry Potter? It was Dumbledore holding like a hand watch, and the clock was ticking, and he was just telling me like, just live a balanced life, balanced
Right,
life.
like a
my son.
pendulum.
Yeah, just a pendulum, exactly, swinging back and forth, and it was boom, like okay, I gotta balance shit out. All right, so I've had a lot of those, bro, where it goes
Yeah.
from crazy to amazing
And back and
yeah,
every
back
which
in
way,
it, yeah,
every
exactly.
which
But
way,
I end
yeah.
up I end up learning and
At least you, like, it seems that your willingness to do that kind of leads to more impactful,
oh yeah, bro,
like impactful journeys or
Yeah.
you know, or trips.
yeah,
Where, because if you were just like, nah, like I'm not down, I don't know,
Yeah.
you know, like it's a thing too, like bro, like it's hard not to be scared about shit, you know, like it's, you know, there's for sure, you know, like um just not like, nah, I can't do that, you know,
Yeah.
like I'm not down, like I,
yeah,
you know, I imagine, you know, going a long ass time in your life, bro, like hitting
Yeah.
your 40s, 50s,
Yeah.
and like I've just never ripped the mushrooms, bro.
Yeah,
Even like some
yeah,
of the,
yeah.
you know, like shout out to Jesse, dog. You know, yeah, I love him to death. Like just not hitting the mushrooms since we were teenagers, bro. He's gonna do it. Next, hey, when we do the episode, maybe me and him will be on mushrooms. That'll be fucking crazy. Both
Love
be
it.
crying right here. But like just, you know, like that fear, like just being willing to move past it, step past it, and
Yeah.
it's different when you're like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about this.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. I'll do that. I'll do this.
Yeah.
I'll fight this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'll talk to this person that way.
Yeah.
I don't care about nothing. That's
Yeah,
different than
that
being
is.
like,
Oh yeah.
all right, like nah, this is a intentional decision, and
Yeah.
we're gonna let it play out, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. think fear is that major thing, bro. That it holds people back. Whether we know it or not, believe it or not, we're scared. We're scared of something. Somebody's scared of something until you make those decisions, bro. You have whatever chemical reaction
or whatever
you know,
time,
or
like when
whatever.
you're
Yeah,
like, it's like either the fear of being, or the pain of staying the same, or the fear of changing and
of
whatever.
jumping and making that
Yeah,
executive decision of changing your life.
yeah, whatever it has to be, right?
I think we're scared. We're all scared of something, or we were at one point.
You're right.
We get over it. We get over it.
Yeah, it's also kind of it's hard to realize how scared we grew up too. Like
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
don't get me wrong, bro. We lived an amazing life because of sports.
Oh yeah,
our
yeah,
lives
yeah,
were
yeah.
like
But environmentally,
yeah,
yeah,
right. A while back, I posted like five. It was 5 different buttons of like sports teams
Yeah.
of me, where I was like, my childhood was crazy as fuck, but
Yeah.
when it wasn't, goddamn, was it incredible? And like and it really was. It was beautiful, bro. Like just being in sports and having jokes and figuring out the hierarchy, who's here and who's there, and oh, that guy plays. Angel, he's just he's
a
gonna
hooper.
He's gonna dog it out.
Yeah,
He
exactly,
ain't gonna be
yeah,
crossing people
yeah.
over and shooting.
But you better watch out
and
for him.
shooting
Yeah.
jump. But I'm gonna be
Yeah,
active. Like
exactly.
Chris,
You the fucking
he's
steal.
a captain of the team. Put Chris up there,
bro.
captain. Like
Disher.
figuring out
Yeah,
the hierarchy. That it's. I don't think you don't get it many other places as kids.
Bro,
as kids,
yeah.
not as pure, at least as sports.
Yeah.
But when those things weren't happening, bro, it kind of, we grew up in a way that was, we always had to be ready for anything.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
yeah.
like we were kind of in that, like,
in that
in
fight or
warfare.
flight. Yeah, bro.
Fight or flight, warfare
flight
mode,
bro.
just from a
Crazy.
young age. Like, oh shit, if mom says this, boom, I'm gone. I'm
Yeah,
dipping.
right, yeah.
I'm on the ground. I'm in the back. I'm
bro.
behind the couch. Like
Yeah.
on a moment's notice, all the time, all the
yeah,
time.
bro.
I guess we never thought about it. We didn't
No,
think about
exactly.
it,
Nah, bro. I mean, at least it was just a reality, bro. Like, like the park,
Yeah,
the hood where I grew up in, like it was the rival.
yeah.
It was just always there. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. My grandparents, like, they did their best to like tell me, hey, this is be careful, this, that.
for
But
sure.
like there was times, bro, where you just run into shit, bro, during practice one time.
Unavoidable.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Unavoidable,
unavoidable. And like gunshots, bro, while we're practicing, or like somebody's just trying to check me because I look a certain part, or I'm tall, and it's just okay. This is it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was walking home from summer school when it was my first summer school after my first day of summer school after 6th grade. I was taking algebra, and I get checked right on the corner of my crib, bro. Ask me if I'm from the hood. I'm like, nah, bro. I live right here. I'm scared, bro. But I'm like, nah, I'm not from nowhere. I live right here. Whatever. Cool. He looks at my ring, bro, because I got my ring on. He asked me for money. I tell him, no, I don't have money. I have a $20 bill on me. No, I don't have shit on me. All right.
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade, bro. Sixth grade. It's two motherfuckers from the hood. And I go home and I'm like, man, fuck summer school.
Yeah.
I just don't go.
Right.
I'm just like, man, fuck that. Because I would walk home from
repercussions, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm just like, man, fuck that. I'm just going to go play ball with my cousins because they're over there and I was over here by myself. So, yeah, bro, that was, the reality of that.
And it's kind of fucked up that you were, like, you were on both sides, bro. It's a different dynamic.
Yeah.
I remember, having to get picked up from like Sergio's pad, right there on your guys' block, and like D will be, hey, hurry the fuck up, bro. Like hurry the fuck up,
bro.
Like I can't be around here, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why my mom will send her to fucking pick me up.
Seriously,
like,
bro.
You come get me.
Yeah.
But hey, get in, bro. Like we gotta go.
Yeah,
I can't be around here. Like we're playing with fire right here.
Yeah.
And it's a real thing, and I'm really glad that now we have a platform to kind of talk about this kind of shit because
bro.
It's a weird. I've been saying it and I've been thinking about it, and it's new for me, it's new for you, it's new for us, it's new for like kind of all of our people that we kind of grew up with.
I think so.
Our generation, because it was like, what can we talk about? Can we
Exactly.
talk about the worst shit? Right.
Yeah.
There's no like what's gonna happen. Like we're not gonna go to jail or anything.
Yeah.
But then it's also like that we weren't taught to be open
Yeah,
and be like,
exactly.
nah, like I felt this way, you know,
Yeah.
and I was fucked up and
Yeah.
it was hard and
Right.
that shit was sad, or even
Yeah.
something like that, you know, like that's easy, like, you know, they took your ring or you kept the
Nah,
ring?
bro,
Yeah.
it's right here.
Oh,
He
same
was
one?
looking at it. I just saw him looking at my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same one?
Same one, bro.
Since the kid?
Yes,
Crazy,
bro.
crazy.
Same
There
one,
you go,
bro.
there you go.
It's a fucking heirloom, bro.
There you
looking
go.
at this
Yeah,
shit.
that's
Yeah.
gold. That's gold right there. You
Yeah,
feel me?
bro.
That's
It
gold.
literally
Physically
is. Saved my
and
life,
metaphorically,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, like the admitting that you got punked. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
not
yeah,
to say
yeah.
you got punked in that
Yeah,
moment,
no,
but
it's just
I've gotten punked. I
Yeah.
got bullied by people when I was a kid. You know, and
Yeah.
like it's weird that, bro. It's like all the wrong shit is the right shit in gangbanging in
Right,
the hood. Like,
exactly,
bro, you're
bro.
in sixth grade.
Exactly,
These was
bro.
probably like 18 to 27.
They were adults, bro.
You
Yeah,
know,
they
like
were adults.
it's scandalous,
They
bro.
were
Like
adults.
being like 15 and getting punked by like 30-year-old men and shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know, like-
exactly, bro.
and you got to be down, and you know you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you
but-
got to stand your ground, exactly.
Yeah,
And
but
me that I was
it's-
a little
and-
bigger, you know.
And you know, and it makes us tougher and all those
Yeah.
things. But like it's so far removed from where
exactly
where I
where
want to be now.
right
Bro, I don't
where
want
you want to be, or just in general that what you want for your children.
Right.
When you have children, you know, you definitely don't want that environment for them, you know. And like you said, bro, it's this is a platform where we can voice that, and it's a positive, bro,
Yeah.
because we walk those streets, bro. We've experienced bro. When I saw you, bro, and I heard that you survived, bro.
Right.
Like, goddamn, you know, You're
Yeah.
a blessing, walking blessing, bro.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
all are, but still, just those experiences, dog. It's like fuck.
It's especially because how we grew up with our sports and with our
Yeah.
we never looked at each other like that, you
Yeah,
know, like
right.
so I'm sure it was kind of like a shock to a lot of people, like damn, like Angel, like
Yeah,
what the fuck, like
yeah,
you know, like damn, he's out there like that,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
I didn't know that, but nonetheless, you know, like nonetheless, and man, of course, bro, of course that we're here now. You know, of course that we're here now. I don't even think about it that much because it's like unfathomable in the
course,
sense that you
yeah.
know, like literally,
You're,
it's a
you're
pair.
already,
It's
you're
a
already
pair-
over here, bro. It's past, you know.
and no, but it's a parallel universe.
Of
Like
course.
if you know, like imagine the whole trajectory.
Yeah.
Like it was like you'd never be here
Yeah.
right now in this moment that we're recording.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
This episode, and I made my peace with it though, for sure, but let's keep making our peace
Yeah,
with
of course,
those
bro.
parts of,
Yeah,
of our
exactly.
history and,
Yeah, exactly.
and our past, bro. And I love East LA with all my heart, bro.
Yeah.
I love being from LA. I love being from East LA. I love growing up where we grew up. It's just so near and dear to my heart.
Yeah,
But you know, it does damage, bro.
It does, yeah.
It does damage.
it does. It really does. But it's beautiful, you know.
Yeah,
It's
for
beautiful.
sure.
It's beautiful. The culture.
It's the soul, the spirit of it.
So yeah, I tell people it's little Mexico. You
Yeah.
know, it's as close as almost as close as you're gonna get to Mexico in the U.S. LA. But you know, just having people just speak the language, speak Spanish.
Yes, sir.
I'm blessed that I was forced to speak Spanish.
Right.
My father fucking did that. But just in general, you know, just you see that, and then
Culturally.
you seen that. Yeah, you grow from that. You become something. It's even better, bro, when you're thriving outside of it. You know, you're thriving and you get to talk about it in a positive way.
Yeah.
On the outside, bro, because we have people on the inside that are, you know, they're living they live the life and they're, you know, they're doing some time.
Yeah.
But we're on the outside living a little differently, and we get to fucking love them, and we get to fucking shout them out,
Yeah.
and we get to fucking move forward.
Yeah.
You know, move
Yes,
forward.
sir.
Move forward.
Yeah, it's also there's always a sense of pride, bro, when
Yeah.
you're like, you know, like, where'd you grow up at? Oh, East LA, bro, East LA, and I'm pretty sure I've literally never touched a stage to rap without saying I'm from East
Yeah.
LA, bro. I have to do it. I have to do it. Bakersfield, Orange County,
Fire.
where of course, you know, even when I'm in LA, bro,
Yeah.
even when I'm in East LA
Yeah,
or
yeah,
downtown, where I still, you know, East Side baby,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
all the time, and it's such a sense of pride, bro. It's such a sense of pride, and I think people like me and you owe a lot to the city as far as where we're gonna take it to.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
bro.
Like
Yeah.
what's
It's
how-
it's
how
part of the
far
reason.
we-
Yeah, it's part
you
of the
know?
reason why I told you I have that idea of that podcast.
Right,
I
right.
feel like nobody does it justice, bro. Nobody, you know, we don't. There's not that representation or enough representation.
Right.
It's not its own city. We know where East LA is, bro,
Right.
but it's not its own township, right? And that's something that I would like for it to be. Honestly, bro, I would
Crazy.
love that. Yeah.
City of East Los Angeles.
Yeah,
That's
actual
crazy.
city, bro. It's on the map,
Yeah,
but
we're
it's
unincorporated. We're literally unincorporated.
Yeah,
My mom would
we're-
always say
yeah,
that, bro.
yeah, we're
We're unincorporated.
But everybody that's from there knows where it's at. We know the
Yeah,
border,
yeah,
bro.
for
Like
sure.
it's there and it's real. But yeah, I feel like just talking about it, what's going on in the city, what happened
Right.
in the city,
Who's
and then
doing what?
who's doing what, and
Yeah.
shouting out, businesses, local community
yeah,
businesses,
people
local
doing
businesses, bro.
positive-
Yeah, exactly.
musicians,
yeah,
artists,
in
you
the
know?
community, bro. I feel like that's something that I think would benefit.
For sure. Absolutely.
I have fucking shout out to my uncle and bro, La Carreta. You gotta go, bro.
Yeah,
It's in
for
East LA.
sure.
Have you
Yeah.
been?
No.
No?
Nope.
If you guys like chilaquiles, that's what they
Yes, we do.
specialize in. There we
Yes,
go.
sir.
But-
I don't have them often enough. if we're being
well, East LA,
keeping it
bro. That's
G.
where they're at.
Yeah,
I know
if
they
we're
got good
keeping it
spots out here
G,
too, bro.
I don't have it not like right here, right
No,
here, right?
I'm not
Nah.
testing.
Nah,
Anaheim,
nah.
bro. Anaheim.
Yeah, I gotta
Stanton.
travel, and I don't want to travel too.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Yeah, that's a breakfast food. I don't want to travel. I don't want to go too far for
you,
breakfast.
Bro. I feel
you know?
you. Well, brunch too.
Yeah,
Brunch too.
yeah, but no, definitely gotta tap in, and let's expand. Maybe you said that was your cousin's operator, your uncle.
My uncle's restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uncle
yeah.
and
So
aunt,
maybe
yeah, they
I
own it.
get him on, and we give it some clout, and even just to
That'd be nice,
to
yeah.
help people, not only help him, but to help somebody that wants to do what he's doing right now.
Exactly.
and
Start a business.
Somebody's gonna do it. Somebody's gonna
Restaurant.
start. Whatever.
Bro, he taught me a valuable lesson. Because he's an educated man. He grew up right there on Bonnie Beach, bro, where I grew up. My family, both my sides, grew up on the same block, bro. My mom's side, my dad's side.
Hell yeah.
Only thing is, my mom's side own property, right? So they come from that. They're a little more assimilated. My mom's second generation, so
Right.
her third. My father was born in Sinaloa, so it's a little different, bro. I kind of got the best of both worlds. But
Right.
we were talking about gentrification when I think I was fresh off of my shroom trip, honestly, bro.
Yeah.
But he was telling me, he's like, look, and he has a point. He had a point then. He's talking about how, like, a lot of these people here, what they fail to do is they fail to reinvest in their own community, Reinvest, take that gamble, lose
Right.
that fear and
Yep.
invest in the community, buy property. And so he was kind of pointing the finger like, hey, like, you're only going to get kicked out because, like, if you were there for a long time, well, then you had
Yeah,
enough time.
you didn't grow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you didn't
you
grow.
didn't
You
grow,
didn't
yeah.
try to invest in the community. And,
Right.
there's it's complex. I understand because it's very hard when you're impoverished and you can't focus on things. You're just, you're struggling.
you're
You're trying to just
barely
survive. Yeah,
making
barely
ends
making
meet.
it. Yeah, barely making ends meet. But for those that, have enough,
Right.
and reinvest in the community.
Yeah.
That's reinvest.
It's a super thin line where like gentrification is a bad thing and it's that like
Yeah.
but then it's like, bro, you don't want the neighborhood to get better.
Yeah,
like-
exactly.
and then it's also like it's weird to think of like capitalism as the best wins.
Right, yeah,
like and
yeah.
that's unfortunately that's how nature
Yeah.
designed everything that exists.
Right,
like,
yeah.
adaptation, survival of the fittest, and
Mhm.
like if we want things to change, then we gotta make that change, and you're gonna have to sacrifice something because it's not gonna be all like the hood stood the same and it still has that same exact feeling as when I grew up,
Right, no.
but everything's better now.
Yes.
Like they're saying like that and that ain't
Yeah.
like that, but
Yeah,
so it's hard to balance that out, right?
yeah.
Because like that small business closed, like
Right,
man,
yeah,
that's
bro,
fucking,
yeah.
that's fucking sucks, bro. But
Yeah.
like that now that space is gonna make somebody else's dream a possibility,
Right. Yep.
and then if they make the cut and they put in that effort that's demanded from dreamers and entrepreneurs,
Right.
and then okay, then
Yep.
they got it,
Right.
they're gonna do it, and shit, they earned it.
Exactly. They
earned
earned
you
it.
know?
There's
They earned it.
right, exactly. They made that shit happen. But yeah, bro, it's worth it,
Yeah.
Reinvesting, investing in your community, bro. I feel like creating a channel, bro, that's my way of reinvesting. So it's in the works, bro. I'm waiting on my fucking barber to get a little studio
Yeah, for
happening
sure.
at the shop. But
Well, whatever you need for me to be able to help, I'm here and in which way, and of course, once everything's rolling,
we're gonna have you on for episode 1.
there we go. You mark it down,
Fire.
bro. That's
Run it.
a handshake right there, bro.
Jeez,
I
let's
got
go,
you,
bro.
bro.
Let's
I got
go.
you. I got you.
Sheesh.
We'll get it rolling.
Run it.
I had to shout out Cali because we went to Montebello together too.
Oh, you know Kelly?
Yeah.
No way.
Well, I don't know where we were at. I don't know if it was like one of your beer pong little kickbacks
Oh, maybe,
or something.
yeah.
He's like, you know this fool? I'm like, yeah, I grew up with him since we were like little kids and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, he pulled you over. Like, Chris, you know him? Like, yeah. Like, oh, we grew up as little
Yeah,
kids.
that's
Like,
my
oh,
boy.
and, like, I used to play ball with him at Montebello, bro. Like, this fool could play. He could play. So, but nonetheless,
boy,
I just had
bro.
it's just hilarious coincidence. You know,
Yeah,
that
bro, yeah.
we went to that random high school together, and you guys ended up
Yeah,
being
we
friends.
went to Kawa together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he went,
Yeah, cool. This is a good second.
yeah, bro. Nah, but he taught me how to golf, bro. He taught me golf etiquette, and it's fun, bro. But
Yeah.
Top Golf is also fun too. It's just,
It's like a patient. It's a it's a patience.
Yeah, bro. You gotta. Every fucking hit is it's.
You get stupid patient. Bro.
Yeah, stupid patient. You're playing the field, bro. You're playing your mind too, bro. Because if you get riled up easily,
Yeah.
Because every shot's it's brand new, bro.
Yep.
It's brand new. You can't let it get to you. But Top Golf is fun, bro. A buddy of mine just told me to throw with it right now.
And then it's also like a thing that where we grew up athletic, we grew up competitive.
Moving,
we,
bro.
Yeah, like we're like, oh, I could just hustle.
Yeah.
I could just hustle to
Yeah,
win.
yeah, exactly.
And not right there.
Nick,
You know,
no,
not that,
no,
bro.
No,
You
me-
can't just
bro,
hustle to win.
Me,
Yeah.
bro, like I was, not to be fucking self-centered, but I was pretty good at almost every sport that I played.
Right.
Golf, nah, bro. It's all technique, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that I didn't have, bro. It's technique. My form at football, trash, bro. I played quarterback. I was good, but my form was trash.
Yeah, you got away off athleticism type of thing.
Exactly,
yeah.
bro. And golf is all technique, bro.
Yeah.
All technique. Athleticism
Slow.
is like 10%, 5%. You know, Tiger Woods is that unicorn that created something new, where he's like, I'm athletic and I'm solid.
Yeah.
So
new
now that's
breed.
the new wave, yeah. But no, bro, that's all technique. So I still can't be consistent with my fucking hits.
Yeah, well, maybe that's more of a reason to do it than two, right?
Hell
'Cause
no.
No, I'm saying
No,
like,
just kidding.
That, that it's difficult. That
Yeah,
it's difficult,
yeah,
and it
bro.
like requires something
Oh, yeah, bro,
different,
yeah.
different type of
Yeah,
patience and presence.
for sure, bro. That's sports when you got money, bro. When you got money,
Yeah,
bro. You
and
got-
time.
And,
And
that's what
time,
I'm saying,
and
bro.
time,
When you
yeah.
got the money, bro, because time, honestly, bro, money is freedom. You know, it's the ultimate
Yeah.
freedom. When you're sad, you know,
If you could pay for time, then
Exactly,
you're
bro.
really free.
exactly, bro. You're making money while not doing shit. You know,
Yeah.
it's making money for you, bro. You're wealthy. My step grandpa's he's a baller, bro. I mean, he's a golfer. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's retired, but he
So he's a
golfs.
hooper.
He's a hooper,
hooper,
bro.
yeah.
Yup, he's a hooper, bro.
He's a putter.
He's
He's a putter.
He's everything, bro. He golfed with Cali, bro, and that was like probably the best golf that I seen in my life, bro.
Oh yeah.
Cause Cali, bro, he golfs up to the competition.
Right.
This fool will golf up to the competition, and they were going kind of like stroke for stroke.
Yeah,
We golfed
yeah.
at Pico, and he had him like for the first 7 holes, and then after that, my step grandpa just beat his ass, bro.
Yeah. He
But
pulled away.
he did, bro.
Yeah.
He let the alcohol get to him.
Oh yeah.
My boy loves to fucking drink. So, but it was like golf is beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
I learned to love it, bro, because I used to hate it, bro. I used to like, what is this? This is. I was impatient for it, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't understand it.
Perfect way to describe it.
Yeah, I was impatient for it.
I'm not gonna fucking.
Yeah, what?
I don't want to wait. It's like kind of how I like some of the homies game. You know,
Yeah.
they game and they like especially the other homie Jonathan. He's out in Utah, so
Yeah.
we don't get to see him too often. But they like him and my brother get to kick it because they game.
Yeah.
Like I try to play it like, bro, I'm not gonna invest the time to
Yeah,
get
right.
good
Yeah,
to where it's enjoyable.
yeah.
Like I'm not good right now, so
Just
it's not
get used to me sucking.
it's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
So fuck that, bro. Like I'm just not gonna play at all. Like I got other shit to do, but it's
That's
that
pretty
it's that patience, like
Yeah, bro. Oh yeah.
to be willing to get good at something. You know?
Yeah, bro. Like with anything, you just invest that time, bro.
Speaking of time, bro, like it just we stepped away for a second. That time is a mind fuck when you consider like, bro, we've known each other like essentially
Nearly our whole lives, bro. Nearly
if we're 31.
majority of our lives.
I'm 31. Probably known each other for like 25 years type of shit.
Yeah, right. Because
Right.
it's
Yeah,
elementary, right?
Eastman.
Eastman.
And I thought when I was thinking that, like, damn, I need an Eastman tee. Like,
Yeah.
something dope, you know,
Yeah,
like
that'd
a
be
little
yeah.
fire one.
Eagle, yup.
Right?
Yup.
Right? I needed that, especially because we're on camera.
Yeah,
I'm on
yeah,
camera
yeah,
now,
yeah,
so
you
I gotta
gotta-
get a little tee.
Yeah, you
I gotta
gotta
have a tee all the time.
Yeah, something to
Tea
represent,
time,
bro.
you know?
Yeah,
It's
two
tea
times,
time.
bro. Or a pirate, bro, or a
Yeah,
pirate.
yeah, that too, that too.
Stevenson, bro. Jesus. You went to Montebello all 4 years, or you went to Garfield? And
I went to
shifted?
Garfield, then I left, and then I went to like continuation school, and then I went to another like a magnet school for music, in South Central.
Okay.
And then that didn't work out, and then I went to Montebello, and I super senior graduated.
Super
5 years, yeah, 5 years, bro.
Super senior.
Yeah, 2011 and 2012. I should have graduated 2011, but
2011, yeah,
I
what that
graduated
said.
2012.
Super senior. Damn, bro. You're the smartest in your class, bro. What happened? Nah, I'm fucking with you, bro. I'm fucking with you, bro.
Only when you weren't in the class, huh?
Stop, bro.
It's
Stop.
like me, you, and Sergio. We were like like
you guys
we're
were the cooks, bro. I'm just over
we-
here
We're the
observing.
We're the light skinned homies too, huh?
Yeah,
We got
bro.
we
Bro, trip out. Look, we talk about coming where we're coming from, and I don't know if you dealt with it, but I used to get picked on for being white, bro, for being
Yeah.
light skinned.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For being
Reverse racism.
Yeah,
like a
bro, yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah. I used to get picked on for being. I used to go home to my mom. Mom, why am I not like as dark as my dad was?
Yeah.
Dark as so and so. And I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
understand obviously genetics, but like I would ask these questions because I was fucking. Bro,
Yeah,
I'm getting
yeah.
picked on. Like,
For
what
sure.
the fuck?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, all
weird.
the time, all the time. Easiest route to attack. Like, boom, skin
You
color.
look different, yeah.
Wow.
You
Shut
look
up.
different.
Beverly Hills, bitch. I'm poorer than you.
He's a fuck
Telling
outta
me
here,
to
bro.
I live in Beverly
Hey,
Hills.
bro, I used to get told go to Orange County, bro.
Yeah. Mad Mexicans over here.
Yeah, bro. Low key, I know Anaheim.
Yeah,
Bro,
Santa Ana.
they got pockets. Yeah, Santa Ana. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Lot of raza, bro.
Beverly Hills. No, it gave me the ability to roast people. Wow, though, bro. Like
Yeah.
whenever it comes to like the 1-for-1, that type of shit, like we'll go at it. It's fun too. Like
Yeah.
when it's with the right people,
Oh,
and
yeah,
because
yeah.
you could go back and forth, and now like we'll start dissing this homie,
Yeah.
like get the easy target and pile on him. This. I miss that type of shit
Yeah,
too.
the
Like that
roaster.
was like at the homies pad. Shout out to Loke. Drinking right there, and that's kind of like a little part of the thing.
Yeah.
Kind of goes away as you get older, though, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't make fun of each other
Exactly,
as much,
bro.
you know?
Yeah.
It's fun.
It was just one
It's
of those
fun.
things, yeah, bro. When I first came out to Orange County, when I started living out here and started going to Cypress, I would just get asked, like, they would see me and they would, right when I would speak, they're like, oh, you're not from Orange County, you're from LA, huh? I guess I had a little LA accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for accent.
Go back to LA. I don't belong in Orange County, I don't belong in LA.
Like,
Damn.
hey, real
Damn.
shit, real shit. Not Mexican enough for the Mexicans, and not
Not white enough for the Orange County Mexicans.
Back and forth we go, huh?
Right?
Back and forth we go throughout. The,
Raza. Man, that's the one thing we gotta do, bro. I feel like as a culture, we gotta love each other, bro. As a Mexican culture,
Yeah.
work together, work with each other. We hate on each other too much, bro. I think, in my opinion, culturally, musically, I feel like.
especially rap wise, like,
Yeah.
especially like why am I gonna downplay anybody, Like,
Yeah, bro.
the lefty gunplay, peso, all of them, bro. Like, just let's go.
Yeah,
Go, keep going,
Yeah.
going, bro. Because
Yeah.
you're just helping everybody,
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
You're just helping
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
And if I'm not there, it's just because I didn't work as hard as you, Like,
Right.
And that's like the type of shit that people don't get it, bro. Like, you don't get character, and you don't get like what people do,
Yeah.
Like, you don't like he's not technical, he don't got no punchlines, or he
Yeah.
ain't saying nothing. Like, bro, you don't get the how he does what he's
Right.
himself,
Right,
Like, you
exactly.
don't get how
And that's
people,
invaluable, bro.
You earn shit by being yourself too, bro. Like,
Especially these days, bro.
Especially that,
Especially these days, and
where
I
everybody's
like that.
doing everything,
Yeah,
Like, you gotta
exactly.
be yourself, and
Yeah.
and who's to say, and that's how they feel, Like, that's how they feel, and even if they didn't always feel that way, I don't get to say anything.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I got, like, bro, I got, like, you got just. You're not worried about yourself enough, Like, I got too much shit to do, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta get this right. This
Yeah.
is fucked up. I gotta go to work, like,
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, Like, oh, you only think about yourself.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I only think about myself because I got so much shit to
Yeah,
do.
right,
Like,
right.
I can't be down, especially Mexicans. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that, bro. I'm
Yeah.
here. let's go, bro. Let's go, keep going. You know, I don't know how many events I could go to. You know, like, as far as I don't know if I could watch you.
When's your next event, bro?
I haven't performed for a while, bro.
Are you not doing that anymore?
Nah, I haven't. I performed last January was the last time. Hopefully, let's see. Should I go on record? Can I say I'll do a show before this year's over?
Why not?
Over
Do you want to?
Over under is half.
Okay.
I could do one. I
could do
gotta
one?
do one. I can't go another year without doing one, bro.
There it is. You see,
I
if
have
you're
to.
saying that, bro, you can't go
Yeah,
another
I can't
year.
go another year. That shit's fun as fuck, bro.
There it
I
is,
fucking
bro.
love it. I love it so much, bro.
See?
It's incredible. Yeah. So let's do it. Let's do it.
Let me know, bro. I'll be there.
One. Over
At
under's
least
half.
one, yeah.
One. What we
Get to
got?
one.
What is it? May? End of May. We got. Let's do it.
You want to do one in June?
in June? Nah, not that quick. I mean, I just need like 2-3 weeks to get ready. Like, it's weird though too, cause like you gotta, like, you know, it's something that's so dependent on perception. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like, oh, like I can't come back with no new music type of
Right,
shit, right?
right.
Like, all right, well, what am I gonna finish? You know, what do I got? Like, what
Yeah.
can I play? Like, all right, like I can't go out rocking shit from, you know, like 2018.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
all
yeah.
right, my
Yeah.
whole set list is from 2017 to 2019. Like,
Yeah.
fuck it, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, like I
feel
I would
that.
want to be.
High expectations.
Yeah, and I would want to show that I'm active, you know, I'm
Yeah.
active, and it's a balancing act too, because you know I'm doing this now obviously, and I have to do that, and that's important. I want this to be successful
Nice.
also, not just for finances or anything, but because I want to make the most of my time that I
Yeah,
invested and
yeah.
my people's time
Nah, this is something positive.
that
bro.
we invested.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's been here. Of course, my lady's been helping a ton,
It's beautiful.
and we've been doing everything. So I want this to be successful also. But the music is just something else. You know, it's. I'm not afraid to say that it's just pure. It's just pure love, and it was really hard for me to. I had to go through like a lot of hard times and fucked up shit to realize how little I need to be successful at music.
Yeah.
As far as you know, like all the big shit doesn't matter, bro.
Yeah.
Like that if I earned it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
If I didn't earn it, that's fine because
Yeah.
I'm enjoying myself.
Right.
And it's really
That journey, really
it's-
being grateful and
having
loving
those moments.
That,
you know,
yeah,
you
yeah,
were
the moments.
you were
Yeah,
there at our
yeah,
first show, bro.
yeah.
Like that was just pure
Yeah.
bliss. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all this food's pad, all the people
Yeah.
there.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
We're right
was dope,
there.
yeah.
You know,
It was
there's
dope, yeah.
Parks across the street.
Exactly.
It's-
Yeah.
you know,
Right in
that's
the hood. Yeah.
good as it gets, bro.
Yeah.
As good as it gets, as hood as it gets, as rap as it gets. You know, like if you're gonna
Exactly,
tell a
as
story
real
in
as-
rap,
as
like
real as
our
it gets, bro,
our first
yeah.
show was at the homies pad. You know,
Right,
we did
right
2
there.
shows. Boom.
Yeah.
Summer 2017, baby.
Yeah, bro. That shit was lit.
One in the end of July and one in the middle of September. Bro.
Yeah.
2 birthday shows too.
Yeah.
You know? Like, so it's an interesting thing, but it's hard. You know, it's like we talked about earlier. You know, it's hard not to get so caught up in the success
Yeah.
and the American dream, and like,
Yeah.
and then that's also like it's such a defining thing for us. Like, nah, like I gotta do it for the city. You know,
Yeah.
like, nobody knows about the city. Like
Yeah.
I gotta work so hard. I
Yeah.
gotta work. And that's a good motivator if you know how to use it,
Right.
and it fits your personality.
Right.
I don't know if that fit my personality well. You know, like I don't know. Maybe I need to focus on the love of the craft and just do what I do anyway, because the city's in my blood anyway. You know, the city's in my heart. It's in my
Yeah.
mind. It's what pushed me to be here. So I don't have to be so like aggressive about it.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, oh, I gotta work.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah, right.
that's the type of shit you'll get burnt
Yeah.
out. You know, it's
Right.
not a like it's hard to be successful because you got to figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
You still gotta work hard as fuck.
Yeah.
You gotta still be disciplined. You still
Right.
gotta sacrifice shit that's enjoyable
Yeah,
and maybe
right.
even good. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
good times. You gotta
make sacrifices.
you gotta let alone the bad shit that's
Yeah.
gonna fuck up your life. You know, you gotta
Right.
sacrifice so much shit. But nonetheless, bro, let's get it. Let's get it, bro.
Well, shit, I'll be there, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for
Thank
sure.
you, bro. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is, bro.
That time, bro. That time to travel.
Time in general, bro.
Yeah.
Time in general. I feel like time. We say we don't have enough of it. You know, we feel like time passes us by, but I really think that there's a lot of it, bro. If
Right.
we enjoy the moment, this moment right here, we stay in it. I think we've got a lot of it. We
Right,
just got to
yeah.
utilize it properly.
Yeah, I think Seneca said right too. It's not that life is short. It's that we waste a lot of it.
Exactly. Yeah, bro.
And
yeah.
that's the facts. That's the facts.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, and that's the facts for me.
Yeah,
Like
same
that,
here,
like,
bro. Same here.
check my screen time, bro. Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm like just because I'm productive and I make music and like he's doing a podcast and shit
Yeah.
I never want to give off the image that I'm like I'm not like I'm killing it
Yeah,
on
of
every
course,
aspect of
yeah,
my
of
life.
course,
Like
yeah.
I'm dialed in here, I'm
Yeah.
dialed in there. I don't waste no time. I don't have bad
Something's
days.
pulling us, bro.
And not to say that I give off that vibe anyway, but it's kind of easy to see.
Of course,
'cause,
yeah, of course.
like like I think it's easy to compare to other people. Like
Yeah.
oh, he's doing more than me.
Yeah.
So that means he's killing
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
it's like nah, like the people at the highest level are still dealing with something.
Oh
like
yeah, something's pulling everybody and anybody.
and if not, then they earned that mentality. They put in so much work where they did feel like all that pain and discomfort that they earned that just the mental space to be like, nah, like every day is a good day for me because
Yeah.
I make it a good day.
Yeah.
And I'm clicking off on every
Yeah.
aspect of life because I
Yeah.
built myself to be that
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. But that's extremely difficult,
Right,
That's
for
at
sure.
the meditative, like honestly, bro, this thing that we got in our pockets, bro. I don't know if you got it in your pocket, but I got it
Yeah.
in mine, bro. We're addicted to it, bro. We're addicted to it, and it's by design, and everybody suffers from it.
For
Social
sure.
media then gives us that comparative, like oh shit, I'm seeing this, I gotta be like that, I gotta be like that.
for
Nah,
sure.
bro. We forget that we are our own person, and like we have a life, and we gotta live it outside of this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
live it more
absolutely.
here, bro.
And
More
yeah,
here.
I guess things like this too, right? That it actually like settles us in and
Yeah,
grounds us
bro.
in because let alone have we not seen each other for
Yeah,
fucking years.
we haven't, bro.
This is the longest period of conversation we've ever had in our whole lives.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, bro, and it's I'm so, I mean, right time, right, I don't know, bro. It just we were meant for this. We were
Yeah,
meant to
for
do this,
sure,
bro.
for
Like
sure.
like I said, I had been, or I got this idea of doing that, but I mean, shit, I've been seeing you do your thing, and I tell myself I gotta say yes to things more.
Yeah.
Say yes to things more, and I love helping out friends, bro, and so. Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, and I
You reach out
appreciate
to
it.
me,
I
fuck
really
yeah, hell yeah,
appreciate it.
down,
I'm
down, hell
really
yeah.
grateful. It's fucking crazy, bro. It's
It
crazy,
is, bro,
And
yeah,
I got a lot of love for you too, bro.
Same, bro.
It's hard not to. How could I not have love for you considering how long we've known each other, bro?
Mhm.
Even of course our lives went different ways
Yeah.
and all types of shit, but like it's like what the fuck, bro? Like little ass kids in Eastman, bro. Like to now
Yeah.
being here and.
Yeah.
And let's do it, bro. Let's
Yeah.
do something and let's keep
Yeah.
going. Let's push it forward, bro.
Giving voice to positivity, bro. Good vibes, good action,
Yeah.
Loving each
Openness,
other, bro.
openness,
Yeah,
yeah, being
exactly, bro.
vulnerable.
Voicing that, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, bro. Because that's honestly, I'm in the relationship game, bro, and I feel like that's one thing that I try to tap into, not intentionally, but maybe consequentially. I try to just talk to people and learn about people because like we all need to talk to people,
Right,
bro.
right.
And those vulnerable moments, those partying with people, bro, having a good time, you're vulnerable.
Yeah.
That's a connection,
Right,
bro. And
right.
connecting with people at that vulnerable level, bro, at
Yeah.
that vulnerable,
You don't
dimension, it's worth it.
and you don't do it because it's good for business, but you
Exactly,
just,
I do it
it
'cause
just
it's-
happens to be good for business.
Exactly, it happens
Right,
to be
right,
good for
right.
business, but like I do it because I know that like that is what we all need. Bro.
Yeah,
At the
it's
end of
good
the
for your
day, bro,
heart,
Yeah,
bro.
it's good for your
heart.
Yeah, I want to connect with people on a deeper level than just the shell, and we don't do that enough. I don't think people know how to do it. A lot
Yeah,
of people don't
yeah.
know how to do it. And
Skill
it's
set.
cool. Yeah, right. It's
Skill
a skill
set.
set, right? You come from a tough environment and you got your callus. You got your
Yeah.
real life callus, and that's cool. But like to be able to connect with people at that deeper level, it's a blessing, bro.
Yeah,
And it's
for sure.
and it's
And it just makes you stand out that much more because small talk is crazy lost concept, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm, like on it, I can't just whip out my phone at lunch,
Yeah.
or dinner, or like, I just can't do that, like let alone conversation. And I'm still uncomfortable like I'm not that good at making conversation with like small talk,
Yeah.
as strangers at work. Or
Yeah.
the guy like, "What's up?" Like, "Oh, how you
I hear
doing?"
you,
Like
yeah.
going like that. Oh
Yeah.
shit, like crazy, but
Yeah.
that it's such a tool, It's
Yeah.
such a
Oh,
tool,
yeah.
and it makes you feel better too.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
like it, depression, mental health issues. It's isolation,
It
bro. Like,
really is,
oh, like
bro.
uh, I'm I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm depressed. So I want to be alone.
Yeah.
I'm alone, so I'm sad and depressed.
And you're
bro.
getting, yeah, and it's getting worse, and it's a
Bro,
cycle.
like,
And yeah, bro, conversation, bro. Literally, my first deepest, darkest like episode of depression um was wiped out because I had a conversation with my boy Cali.
yeah,
Like he literally forced me out of my room, bro, and we just started chopping. We just started talking about random stuff.
small,
Yeah, small,
to
whatever.
wherever it leads.
Yeah, and it just instantly, bro, my brain shifted, and I was like, "Holy
Crazy,
shit, yeah!
crazy,
All right, I
right?
gotta get out of here." And that's when I left East LA, and I was out. Like I said, bro, I was no longer in that episode, and I was like, "All right, cool, back to
Yeah,
business."
it's weird that like depression's a thing like that though too. Like it kind of, it's almost sad that sometimes it's so easy to solve.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like
So
there's
easy on the outside, bro. So easy on the outside,
right,
looking
right.
in.
No,
Um,
but on the inside too, though, like you know, like something
right,
as simple as that conversation, because you
right.
know who knows how many days you were down bad and you're
Yeah.
fucked up, but then like, oh,
What
it's
I'm
just,
saying is like it's so when you're dealing with it, it's difficult, bro, to do that on your
yeah,
own. You know,
yeah,
to
yeah,
bring
for
yourself
sure
on your own
too.
is difficult,
Yes,
bro. But it's a simple answer. It's a simple step.
yeah,
You just gotta get pushed a little, right?
right,
But like, yeah, it's easy yet hard, bro. So
yeah,
complicated.
for
I've
sure.
dealt with it, bro. Like I said, I've dealt with
It's
that.
a tricky thing. It's a tricky
Yeah,
thing.
bro.
It's kind of like weird to put your thumb on it. You know,
Hmm.
like it's like a, in a way, it's glamorized. I want to say now.
Yes,
You know, it's
yes,
like
yes.
men's mental health and this and that
Yeah,
and that,
yeah,
and it's true. It's you know like you know men do we don't
yeah. We
we're
don't talk
not.
about it. Yeah, we don't.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't
Like I can't
voice it
just
as
call
much.
I can't call
Yeah.
my best friend and be like, yo, I'm fucking down bad.
Well, you
Bro.
could.
Like, right,
You
but I
could.
can't. But
Yeah,
I can't.
we tell ourselves, or
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just don't do
Or
it.
is that my best friend if I can't? You know, like
Yeah,
that type of shit.
exactly. We just don't do it, bro. We're
Yeah.
not used to that. I
And
feel.
then people are, you know, and the homie's stressed out too. You know, the
Yeah,
homie got kids, he got
yeah,
a job, he got
yeah,
this, he got,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
he's not on top of the world neither.
yeah,
So am I gonna put that on him? You know, like
yeah.
that neither. But it's just like I don't know. It's hard to really like package it like
No, right.
as what it really is.
Yeah,
Because you know
yeah,
it's a tricky thing, bro. Sometimes I've said it on episodes before. Sometimes it is a choice, bro.
yeah.
Sometimes I do things that are gonna contribute to me being in a bad place.
Hmm.
I'm not going to the gym. I'm not kickboxing. I'm not calling people. I'm not
Yeah,
making music. Make a
yeah.
beat.
That,
Do
yeah,
something
yeah.
positive, bro.
That's
Like you know,
uh,
and then but once that ball gets rolling where shit's kind of bad, it's like you know I don't even have the tools to deal with it or have that shift that you know
mhm, that push.
that bro gave you like
Yeah,
boom, let me just all right, boom, let me I just took this exit right here
yeah,
and it changed everything.
yeah. I think it's a subconscious choice, bro. It really is a subconscious choice, and I get that from this. I read this book, The Power of Now. You read it, bro? That's like a bible to me, bro.
No, but
I recommend
it's been
it.
spoken about
Yes,
on the
bro.
podcast. So.
And yeah, The Power of Now,
Episode
bro.
one.
Episode one,
Yes, sir.
beautiful. But no, like we're all kind of just a victim to our mind, where we're subconsciously being driven by it. If we aren't living in the moment and
Right.
making those conscious decisions that are going to uplift our life, or that are going to, just kind of make it better in a sense. Easy to say, but um, it really starts with kind of just being. It says the watcher of your thoughts.
Right.
It's a quote.
I'm
The
not my thoughts.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
my
not my
thoughts.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Exactly. I see them pass me. I see them pass by.
Yeah.
I see what my mind is thinking and trying to do, but I'm in control. I'm in full control.
Yeah, because it's really sad to feel like you're a bad person, bro. Like you're a
Yeah.
piece of shit. You know, like
Yeah, oh, yeah.
it feels really bad, bro.
Does,
Like
yeah.
it's not
Does.
good at all, bro. And
Yeah.
it's just a thought, you know. It's just a thought, and
Exactly.
it's weird to give us it like life is such a balance, bro. Because it's hard to give ourselves that credit. Like sometimes you just need to know it's okay that I'm
Yeah.
fucking
Or hear
sad.
it.
That I'm fucking sad right now.
Yeah.
And it's fucking fine. Tomorrow's gonna be another day.
Yeah.
Let me not make these decisions that are gonna
Yeah.
make things worse.
Right.
And it's okay, and just give yourself that grace that like I'm not just because I'm feeling this way, I'm not a bitch, I'm not a pussy, I'm not. Oh, I just don't want to work hard. Like
Right.
like
Yeah.
it's just and it's just that moment, bro.
Yeah.
Not everybody can be, like it's a perfect example because he's an archetype that's like David Goggins. Not everybody can develop. Everybody can, but you can't do that without the work, of
Right,
course, bro.
right,
But like at
right.
this
And it's
stage,
not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy. He went through a life that nobody goes through. That's why he's him, and he earned that. But it's everybody can be that if you earn it, but it's okay not to be that right now.
Right,
You
right.
know?
Wherever it is that you are, it's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's alright.
do your job for
Exactly,
whatever it is today,
exactly, yeah.
and if that's just be like, all right, fuck it, today I'm tapping out. I'm just gonna be myself. I'm just gonna be in my bag as far as whatever it is that I gotta just read. I gotta just meditate. I'm gonna work out and I'm gonna be
Yeah.
maybe today's not a 10 out of 10, and that's okay. You gotta just deal with that, but.
Yeah.
Get that small win,
Yeah,
like
of
that
course,
small
yeah.
win. Those small wins add up. And,
They help a
know,
lot, bro.
if you get those when shit's rolling, when you're tapped in,
Yeah.
and boom, when you're in a zone,
Yeah.
then it's gonna hit too.
Oh yeah. You really learn to appreciate life, bro. Me battling with depression and all of it, it's like having dealt with the episodes, I've learned like how to cope with them, how to deal with it, and then how to like maintain an optimistic
Yeah.
mindset, have that mentality where it's like I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna
Right.
be all right, and I feel like I've gotten to that point where I can slip, but I know that everything's gonna be good, and I get myself out.
Yeah.
Boom, like I don't need a conversation. It's
Right,
like
right.
it comes from within. Like boom, I'm out. I'm good.
Do you think there's a point where those episodes don't happen? Do you think that's like even possible?
Shoot. I think it is possible if you surround yourself with the right people, if you're consistent with like a healthy lifestyle.
Like
Yeah,
habitually.
habitually, yeah. Your environment is very important, bro. I think that's most important. And then also too like regular therapy, I think is big, bro. It's important. I don't do it regularly, but I've gotten it. I think it's important. You I mean, a professional therapist is obviously recommended.
Yeah.
I'm not a professional, but I consider myself like an amateur therapist.
Yeah.
I was studying psychology.
I feel
for a
like
minute.
this has been a therapeutic episode,
I mean, yeah,
bro.
these conversations with your friends are therapeutic, whether we know it or not, bro. Because we're expressing what it is that either is like controlling us, it's bringing us down, making us feel good. Talking, bro, it's
what we've been through.
what we've been through. Yeah, bro, you're expressing an emotion, a feeling that is inside, and you gotta let it out, bro. And so I feel like if you live that balanced lifestyle, where you have a solid environment, also food, bro. Diet is important.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be solid, bro. You're gonna be solid. If you keep yourself around a solid environment, like let's say something tragic happens, bro, death. You have a good foundation, then that foundation, that good environment's gonna help you.
Right.
Help you survive that.
Those good habits.
Those
too.
good habits, yeah, bro. If you're alone, if you resort to isolation,
Yeah.
I
If
think,
you start turning down the things
Yeah,
you
bro.
usually do that help.
yeah,
It's
then you're gonna fall into that.
Right.
And I'll be honest, bro, I tend to do that a lot. I kind of isolate myself and I kind of suffer on my own. Perfect example, bro. Just recently, dog, fucking Coachella, post Coachella, fucking, I was feeling it, bro. My
Yeah.
roommate went to Coachella weekend too. I came back and I was just alone, bro. I rotted for a week and I was feeling it. I was feeling it. I was fighting it. Didn't go to the gym. Monday, I knew they were coming back, and that day, bro, I think I saw my roommates, and it was at that point that I was like, all right, I'm going for a run today, and that was it.
Yeah.
I was out of it. I was
For
out of
sure.
the post Coachella blues, but it's like I said, being alone. If I had seen people and interacted and gone to the gym perhaps
Yeah.
in that week, I probably would have been solid, but I didn't, bro. But I just
You-
think, like I said, huh?
It's like how convenient how we let it pile on. Too.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
Like,
yeah.
Monday was bad. Like
Yeah.
Tuesday. Yesterday was bad.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Oh yeah, exactly, bro. You just stay there. You
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
there, bro.
How
You stay there.
convenient.
Yeah.
How convenient
It's
that
easy to slip and fall and
Easy.
just stay there. But
Yes, sir.
like I said, just a good environment, bro. Good habits.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't want to do that no more, bro. I
Yeah.
don't want to do that type of like it. Like It's okay if that day's bad and today was tough, then fine. But I don't want to paint tomorrow a certain color because of yesterday. Like
Exactly. Right.
I don't want to do that
Exactly,
anymore.
bro. Yeah. Well, exactly. Good day, bad day, whatever.
Yeah.
It happened. Now let's make today, tomorrow, better day.
Yeah.
Today first, and then tomorrow. That's another point of the power of now,
Yeah,
bro.
for
It's
sure.
like that's where all of our anxiety and depression comes from. Past time, future. We're
Yeah,
thinking of the future. We're thinking of
absolutely.
the past, bro. We stay in the moment where we're really, really doing our
Yeah.
best to like battle that.
So, I don't know who, Buddha or Bruce Lee. I don't know. I hope that's not racist, but I think
Nah,
somebody said the if you're anxious, you're in the future. If you're depressed, you're in the past.
maybe both of them said it.
If you're at peace, you're right now. You're
And
at right now,
that's
bro.
it, bro.
100%, bro. And I'm at peace right now, bro.
It's
I'm
good.
super present, bro. This has been super dope. Bro. Like,
I love it.
it's cool, bro. Like it's like for sure. Close competition for you or Sanchez, that the longest tenured guest in my life, bro.
Yeah.
But it's I'm grateful for even like for this platform as
Yeah.
far as just what it brings about to
Uh-huh.
help other people.
Yeah.
But if no cameras were on and the mics weren't recording, I would be grateful for this
Oh yeah.
conversation.
Bro, same, bro. Yeah.
Chopping it up with you
Yeah.
and seeing you again after all
Yeah.
these years. Like,
Yeah. I'm gonna see you anywhere on the streets, bro. It's like what? Like
yeah,
like it never skipped a beat, but
right.
we have that connection where you're my boy, bro, and you're always gonna be my boy.
Yeah,
Bro.
and this kind of like changes trajectory in everybody's lives
Yeah.
in a way too. Like, cause even like the people that I don't like, people, I've had the homies, the producer homie, shout out Eric Eternum from Virginia.
Uh-huh.
I had like I met him 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I had the other homie who he makes music. I just met him through the other homie. Like people that I'm not that close with,
Yeah.
but after they get here, we do this, and it like next time I see him, like, hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
So it's
Like
a network. You're building
yeah,
a
like
network.
the homie from the gym too. Like Justin.
Yeah.
He's I only known him a couple years. We go to
Yeah.
the same gym and shit, but after this is the last after I saw him recently after our episode, however many weeks ago that was, like, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
it's just it's different, bro.
Yeah.
It's different, and I think that's also too, like, it's a part of it, right? Like we invest this time into each other, because you drove
Yeah.
from LA and
Yep,
it
yep.
wasn't, like, it
Yep.
was scheduling, and
Yeah,
it makes your whole day busier.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
yeah.
I gotta do this
Yeah,
tonight,
yeah,
like, so I
yeah.
can't
Right.
like,
Yeah,
this,
right,
and,
right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
we invest time, like, oh,
Exactly.
we got a guest, all right, cool, I gotta boom, do
Yeah.
all this, but it's good, bro. It's positive, and I think the more we do shit like this, things will turn out better, and everything else that comes with it,
Yeah.
I invite it.
Yeah.
I embrace it.
Yeah.
As far as successes, but I
Yes.
think successes is the people that we help, even if those people are just us today.
Yeah.
And
People in moments, bro. People in moments. Not just people. I just moments.
yeah,
Moments and people. I think people. We're gonna learn. We're gonna benefit, but also the moments and yourself, bro. Like, you deserve this. You're earning this. You're putting in this work. You guys together, building this platform and expanding and networking and,
Yeah.
like I said, voicing, bro. This is. I love that you call people the good human. All right,
yeah,
It's the
yeah,
good human.
yeah, good human.
I love that, bro. I fucking love that.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we should do every episode. Good human.
The
huh?
good, right? Good human.
Yeah,
I
good
just,
human,
but
yeah.
I mean, shit, that's it's your
Yeah.
call. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
I
no, for
love
sure,
that, bro.
for sure,
That within itself is like what you're doing. I feel,
Yeah.
you're good human talking to another good human.
Yeah, and
Doing good for human.
and that's what I strive for in a way too. Like I said, bro, like the whole thing with I-5 getting fucked up and everybody going their own ways, like, it taught me so much, and it taught me, like, the immaturity of, like, within myself, like, just being so immature about what I thought was gonna make us successful and
Yeah.
make me successful.
Right.
Like, bro, if I outwork anybody, nobody's
Yeah.
gonna work as hard as me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a grind. Nobody.
Yeah.
Like, that was not the type of energy that was gonna get us further. Like, if I was a better friend and more empathetic and more caring and more concerned with people's where they were at in life, that would have got us further.
Yeah.
And of course, I give myself that grace too, knowing, like, bro, that's hard too. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, everybody makes decisions that that don't benefit us.
Yeah.
You know, like we've been talking about.
We live and we
you
learn,
know,
bro.
and like and it's weird when you have to be accountable to other people and everybody's making those same decisions that don't benefit not only the person but the whole objective of
right.
the team. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like it's a hard balance.
Yeah.
But you know, it's taught me a lot and it's giving me this different approach to the podcast. You know, honestly, that it's just like, bro, this is success.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm
You've gained wisdom, bro.
you know, and money couldn't change this. Money, no matter money, the amount of money we were in our bank account for me, you know, it couldn't change this. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we could win. We could have won. You know, anything could have.
Yeah.
We could have been a million times more successful or rich, and I don't think it would have made this conversation any more honest.
No, right,
Any
exactly.
more genuine.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly. I don't disagree, bro. You're solid. It's the truth, bro. These connections, they're not. It's hard to put a price on it, bro.
Yeah.
It's invaluable. It really is, bro. It's invaluable. Money doesn't buy you friendship, right? It doesn't. It doesn't buy you
loyalty.
Yeah, it doesn't
too.
buy you loyalty, bro. It doesn't.
Buys you disloyalty, if anything.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. It's
Just fucked up, huh?
Yeah, yeah. It creates a lot of that, bro. It's wild how it's good for us, but it's
Yeah.
also bad for us. You know?
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
bad for us if we
Like
don't
we
know
think
how to
we're
use
the
it.
people that could deal with $50 million
Yeah.
lotto ticket, bro.
Yeah.
You're the exact person that can't deal with it, bro. You're disciplined.
Yeah,
You're not
or you- or
disciplined
you-
with what you got.
Right,
with
or
what
you gotta learn. You
Yeah.
gotta learn, bro.
Well, what you got today,
you
bro.
gotta
Let alone
learn.
that shit, bro. You're
Yeah.
gonna fucking freak out,
You
bro.
gotta learn.
Like,
Yeah, bro.
There's a British guy, right? He won and he just nosedived for the next 3 years and went back to like fucking doing like
Same job, same gig.
being like a garbage man and
Shit
shit
like that, bro. Yeah, I think I saw it
Hey,
on IG, bro.
fuck it though, Ali.
He partied. He got those 3 years, right? And he's never gonna do that and make the mistake
for
again,
sure,
right? If he
for
wins the
sure.
lotto again. Bro.
Hey, and some people never get that. You know?
Yeah,
And it's,
exactly.
Like it's fucked up how fun it is to be indulgent too. You know,
Yeah,
like how
bro.
like
one of the
it's high.
Yeah,
it's hype
yeah.
and it's funny and this was funny.
yeah,
and, you know, man.
one of the 7 deadly sins, right?
Yeah.
I think.
But you know, long term it doesn't do nothing. But I like it's interesting how, you know, a podcast is like it's the I'm drinking with my friends and I'm working.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
like I'm grinding, bro.
Hey,
Like,
that's the beauty of technology, bro. That's the beauty
Yeah,
of technology, and utilizing it in a proper way.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing something positive, bro. It's not being indulgent or
yeah, for sure.
or, you know, you're
Even-
just
Even though it's been fun, you know,
Yeah.
and they're always fun. Every
Yeah.
episode's fun, and it's
Yeah.
always something new, and it's always a little risky too. You know, it's always a little scary because like whether it's somebody like you that I've known for my whole life, but we haven't been tapped in for
Yeah.
forever,
yeah,
or somebody that's like essentially a stranger, you know,
Yeah.
that I've only seen 1 or 2 times.
yeah, right.
in my life.
You don't know what's gonna come up.
Yeah,
but
yeah, like when it's like
I was
oh,
low-key
shit.
nervous coming over here,
Right,
bro. I was
right,
low-key
right.
nervous.
Yeah, I got nervous too. Like I got nervous. I'm like, oh shit, like you know, oh fuck, great. Oh,
Yeah.
All right, cool. Like boom, set everything up. Like oh shit. All right. But then once we sit down, it's like really, you know, the shot too.
Yeah, the-
helps.
exactly, the
It
shot, bro,
settles in.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
once we settle down, and
Nice.
it just goes, bro. It just
Yeah.
goes, and it's cool. And I encourage everybody to jump on with
Yeah.
me and
Oh, yeah, me too.
and
So
to
do I.
start doing things, you know,
Yeah.
like start doing things, bro. Like it's we know a lot of good people, bro. And
We
we
do.
know a lot of people that should be heard.
Yeah,
and
we do.
and they should speak.
You know who? And honestly, bro, I want to have him on with me to have a conversation over there when I get that started.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you know Sergio's brother, his younger brother, bro, Greg. He's a fucking professional skater skating for Mexico, bro.
No.
He's making East LA proud, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't even think East LA well, a few people.
Yeah, well, I don't know. So that
That's what I'm
some more
saying. You
people
know,
should
yeah,
know,
homeboy's fucking. He's
killing
doing
it.
it. He's
Yeah.
killing it, bro. Yeah, he's killing it, bro. My buddy owns a clothing brand collective, and we got him in, and we hooked him up with some gear, and he's humble. He's fucking solid. He's good.
I literally can only picture him as a little ass kid, bro.
Right, bro.
I
He was so
literally can
tiny,
only
bro.
see
Now
him as a
homeboy's
kid,
feet
bro.
shot up. He's
Yeah,
tall
no,
as fuck, and he's fucking
earned-
beautiful. Yeah,
and he's earned something.
Yeah, bro.
He's earned something.
Yeah, and he said he got D1 offers for baseball, and he's like, nah, I want to skate. And his dad, you know his dad, bro. He was
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
mad. He was lit.
Yeah.
But
What?
yeah, bro. He said he threw his
Coach,
skateboard out of the
coach.
fucking window. Yeah,
Coach, bro.
bro.
That was our coach right
Exactly,
there.
bro. Tommy Automatic. But Yeah, no, it's just beautiful to
That's
see
crazy.
him thriving East LA, and that's what I'm saying.
We
You know,
could
maybe connect with Greg.
probably find something of him, right? Greg Rodriguez.
Yeah, yeah,
Greg Rodriguez.
yeah. He's
maybe
on.
pro skater.
Oh, perhaps yeah, on IG or whatever,
Yeah,
YouTube.
on Google.
He's like viral, bro. He's got thousands of eyes on him, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
skates
So,
for
yeah,
the Mexican.
we gotta hype that up, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
honestly
saying.
don't like that at all. That
That you
I
didn't know
have
about
no
him?
idea.
It's all right, bro.
Yeah.
I followed him through. That's him. Yes, the one, bro. He's fucking.
Yeah, it was. Damn, look at the. You could hit a follow on that.
Yeah,
ASAP.
yeah. Hit a follow.
Oh,
but it's-
Jolene, look at Jolene and Christian. It's the ball.
Yeah,
93. That's the
right.
only two people.
Yeah,
Wicked.
bro. He's like I said, bro. It's I'm so proud of him, and he's
Let's go.
yeah,
Let's
he's
go.
sponsored by fucking.
Oh, hey,
yeah,
those are hard.
bro.
Those
Yeah,
B-rolls, that's crazy,
yeah,
bro.
he says he knows P-Rod personally, bro. He's fucking goes to his pad, but he's just like I see him, bro, and I'm like, fuck, like you're the epitome of like this athletic route that we had in our bones, playing, growing up on the streets. But he always did what he wanted, bro. And this is
I
it
think
right
it's fair to say something we all missed out on too, right?
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah,
we,
yeah. I think so, bro. Because I'll be honest, bro. With me for sports, like it was, like I said, I got into a little trouble. Well, I didn't say, but I got into a little trouble my last year,
yeah,
and that ultimately ended my football career. But I was in sports because I was having fun, bro.
right.
That was it. So, and I didn't see myself at the next level. And I didn't get pushed. You know, I didn't get pushed.
Yeah, you didn't.
And I think with Greg, it was like talent and push, and everything all in one, and it's just beautiful to see
And
him
aim.
fucking thrive.
And
And aim, yeah,
yeah.
bro, and aim, like I said, yeah, bro, he had that, bro. He whatever he did, he was fucking great, and it was beautiful because you know he was the youngin seeing us ball,
bro,
and he, you know, he's shooting up.
it's hard. It's literally hard for my mind to process that, like just that he's an
You're gonna,
adult now.
yeah,
bro.
yeah, bro, and
like,
you're gonna see
I could
him. You're gonna
literally-
see him compete in the Olympics. I hope.
Let's go.
Knock on wood, bro. You are gonna
Yeah.
see him. I'm gonna manifest that. He said he missed the the competition by like 2
Barely,
spots.
barely,
But he
yeah.
said he started late. He was being modest, bro. He was
Yeah.
like, you know what, I missed it by this much, and we asked him, well, why? I started late. Oh, okay, so you would have made it, you know. So he's gonna make the squad, and well, hopefully, God willing. But like I said, I believe in him. He's fucking legit.
Yeah,
He's
nah.
skating for Mexico, bro. It was just beautiful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, now I'm fully in support now.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
now I know, and like I said, it's a little upsetting to not know.
Don't trip, bro.
But-
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, right. I would have been
Yeah,
continuing to be
Yeah.
blind to
yeah.
what Lil Bro's doing, if not for this episode, bro.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, we gotta tap in and we gotta support him too.
Yeah,
we gotta
exactly.
we gotta push that for
Hell
sure.
yeah. Fucking Greg.
That's wicked, bro.
Gregorio. He's
Yeah, I
stuck, bro.
could just literally only picture him with the little
With his goggles?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
his
that's all I
goggles,
could see
yo.
in my mind.
Yeah,
That's all I can see, bro.
Fucking super stud, skinny, but best athlete on the team, you know, and his goggles. Great.
I like it. I
Yeah,
like it a lot, bro.
agree, bro. Guap.
That's motivating, you know.
Yeah,
we
bro.
I gotta push too, bro. I
Yeah.
gotta keep it going.
Yeah. That's it. We just got to keep it going,
Yeah.
bro. Moving forward. Yeah, little stud, bro.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What a trip.
Yeah,
What a
bro.
fucking
Yeah.
trip.
I know. I didn't notice until like 3 years ago or something like that, bro. Right?
I think Jolene had told me like a long time ago. She's like, oh, I don't know how it came up. Like, oh,
Yeah.
great. He's good. He's doing good, and
Yeah.
he's active. Like, but I didn't think anything.
You didn't
of
see it. You know,
I
you didn't see it. Yeah. I caught one of his videos that went viral. I was like, holy shit, that's great.
Yeah.
And I was like, boom, I tapped in. All right, that's my boy. Fuck yeah.
Let's
Good shit,
go,
bro. Keep
yeah.
that shit going.
Let's
But-
see. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking
Let's see when we get him on, bro.
real down to earth. Like I said, real down to earth
Yeah.
himself, bro. He's not. He's
Yeah.
just like one of us, bro.
That's all I hear. That's
Yeah,
how I
exactly,
see
that
him
face,
right
huh?
there.
Yeah,
You
exactly,
go up,
bro.
right? Yeah, that's
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Just with the
Yeah,
with the his with his
like his
gear,
dad and his
just
brother,
with his
yeah,
sports gear.
yup.
That's all I could imagine him as, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's sick as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that he's reached some point of success.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
bro.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that to the
It's
fullest.
just getting started too.
you know.
Just getting started. Just getting started.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, also just to know he earned it. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm proud of. Like, dude,
Yeah.
he's fucking
That's-
always been solid, and that's what it is.
That's what I
it's
will.
turning into.
You know, and that's what I would want to talk to him about too,
Yeah.
like, bro, how you earned it.
Yeah.
It's good. We look at of course we've been talking about the American dream, and you gotta work hard.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of like when you're young and immature, it's kind of tainted.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it must
Easy.
he must have been easy.
Yeah.
He's so good. He
Yeah.
must have natural talent.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact there's
Yeah. Yeah.
there was no other route except
Yeah.
for him to
There's-
earn
yeah,
it, and that's
exactly.
why we
There's-
want.
There's a lot of that success, bro. It's so easily like misconstrued or it's lost because it's like it's so instant when we see it on social media, right? You see that and it's like, well, I can get that fast, but
Yeah.
nah, bro. Like people that are successful, like they started somewhere, and they push
Yeah.
and they push and they push and they push.
Which that's what I want to talk to him about. Like, bro,
Yeah.
like, hey, how often were you skating? Like, bro, what happened? When did you get hurt? And when this happened and this, and when did you want to quit? And it happened. It happened, bro.
Yeah.
When somebody didn't support you, somebody hated on you. You thought
Oh,
you
yeah,
weren't
bro.
good. All that shit happened, bro. And
Yeah.
it's the journey, bro. And who knows? And
The journey is the reward.
yeah, and let's see what's next too.
Yeah.
Let's see what's next.
Exactly. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that's fucking wicked, bro.
Yeah.
What a cool episode this has been, bro.
I love
What a
that.
fucking
Hell yeah.
what a good time. Yeah, man. Yeah, as you know, bro, going from here. Where are you going from here, bro? What's next?
The bigger picture where I'm going from here, well, so I'm studying HVAC. Studying HVAC, yeah. I'm selling weed. Shout out to Cure Company.
There we
Account
go.
managing.
Plugged in.
Yeah, plugged
I
in.
should have had the bag.
It's
right
all
now.
good, bro. Shout out.
We'll add
Shout
it
out.
in. We'll just put a
We got
picture of
that. Nah, you don't have to, bro. But
No, but I want to. Like, that'll
Okay,
be funny,
fuck it,
right?
fuck it.
Like,
Yeah, that
a
would be-
picture of it'll be a still shot of me holding the bag, bro.
Shit,
Like, we'll
it's
just pop
funny,
it up
bro.
in the middle of the screen.
But low key, I'm trying to get into a trade, bro, where I'm using my hands, bro, and
Yeah.
I'm staying busy because I've been doing this. I did it for a year with another company, bro, and I learned that like that office job, bro. I don't think it's for me, bro. I like being outside. I want to use my hands,
Yeah.
other than my brain, bro. I'm a salesman, bro. Don't get me wrong, I'm a salesman, but I can't always be a salesman.
Yeah, and that skill will probably also only help you. And
Yes, yeah, I
another
can't
field.
always be a salesman, bro. I like learning new things. I want to
Yeah.
be out there always, bro. So that's what I'm doing. Bigger picture, gonna get into a union, God willing, and do that, and that's longevity, bro. But
yeah,
from
that's
here,
the base point.
that's base
Yeah.
point. Yeah, that's base point. But from here, I hopefully I go on a date right now.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
With
I'm sure you will.
no, well, there's a girl. There's a girl. She's
There you
just
go.
she says she might be asleep, so we'll see.
There you go.
But only up from here.
Yeah,
Only
and
up
let's
and,
see it.
and forward, bro.
And
That's,
now you're accountable too to the world as far as your show and what you want to get
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
Now you put it out there. Now it's like
oh yeah.
you're not gonna want to see this episode drop and be like, "Fuck,
Nah, I'm not there. Nah,
It's been
bro. Yeah.
it's been
Oh, yeah.
it's been 12 months and I
Yeah,
haven't done
nah.
it. Like
the
fuck,
work is
like,
there. The work is
yeah.
in progress.
So,
I'm
yeah.
getting actually a license on my phone, bro. I was gonna
Yeah.
do a course and I found this fucking app on Reddit that was like you can get that certification on an app. Boom,
Right.
all right, $10 a month. So I'm like 50% in.
Yeah.
Another 50% to finish and.
And like I said too, whatever help you need, bro. Like as far as
I
the
appreciate you,
getting
bro.
your show going. And
Yeah.
all,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
all-
for sure. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Then
that's what
yeah.
I meant.
Mhm.
The show. Like now you've spoke on it, so it's out there in the
Yeah,
universe.
like I said, I'm waiting for, and maybe I should push a little harder.
Yeah.
But my homie, shout out to Sapo, he's got a barbershop in Montebello, but we're waiting on like a little studio setup,
Yeah,
studio
yeah,
setup,
for
and
sure.
that's it. That's it. So we'll see where we go from there. Cause the other homie, who's also a barber, he does his own thing.
Yeah.
He does his own thing. Shout out to Ali, but he does his own thing, and like I said, he was getting traction, bro. He's just been at it, and so
Just rolling with it.
yeah, I told him, well, let's get on and let's do something
Yeah.
for the community. And so, like I said, episode 1, bro, you're gonna be
I'm
there.
there,
You're
100%.
gonna be there.
I'll be there before you to help. To as far as
I'm with that.
putting stuff up, cabling,
Ideas.
mics.
Yeah.
That's that's all my
That's a
department.
specialty.
Yeah, that's all my department, bro. Is music, my regular job. All that's getting the DAW.
Yeah.
The digital audio
Yeah.
workplace, like where you're gonna record at.
Yeah,
Apple Logic, user friendly.
You got it
straight
all.
to the yeah. Well, I don't got it all.
but
like,
I'm just saying,
but
like you,
I could
you
get
under-
it.
yeah, you
I
understand
could
it.
get. We'll get started
Yeah.
for sure, bro. And there's a reward to helping people. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just good, bro. It's just good. You know, as far as bro, hey, like back me up.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Boom, let's set it up. When? All right, cool.
Yeah.
We're there.
Oh,
That's-
yeah,
you got my word, and let's get it going, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, likewise, bro. Thank you.
Of course. yeah.
GFH going from here. Christian,
Going up.
Espinoza. Shout out Eastman.
Yes,
shout out all
sir.
the bros too, huh? Shout out Sergio. Shout out Hector. Shout out the whole Steven.
All of them, bro. Steven,
The
bro.
whole stupid
Danny.
stupid squad, bro. Crave,
Damn, bro. Shout out to
Marcos,
Steven, bro.
Adrian, you know, all the Eastman boys. Aki, Loke,
Yup.
Landman. That's that crew's thick, huh?
Yeah,
crew's
bro.
thick right
It
there.
is, bro.
Dance, bro.
Fucking
Yes, sir.
nostalgic.
Yes, sir.
That was, bro.